I will never say as far as I can vote because it's up to us.
Right.
The men that we are to say, hey, you fucking up. Hey.
Yeah, we have to step up. You know what I mean? And there's so many parts of that episode like I'm like, damn, I missed on this point. Damn, I missed on this point. Cause I was like, bro, there's so much to the topic.
As we were having a conversation, I was thinking like.
Have a part two because again, I like it. Y'all, so you both made arguably probably some of the best points I've ever seen or heard. And you should have a part two because neither one of y'all have undeniable points. And when I was upstairs and I was listening to y'all, I'm like, I can hear you.
Right.
Because y'all got into it.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to that first. I was like, yeah, Monty, right? I'm like, you're really kind of crazy. But then you started explaining. I was like, hell nah. Because my mama would do that shit. And you know what? If I was this age now, seeing my mama go through that shit, I would slap fire out of a nigga for doing some of this shit.
And talk to your mom and be like, Mama, are you tripping?
Exactly. But that's the thing. As the man I am, I say that to my niggas.
Right.
I say that. It's like, yo.
But I'm just saying, imagine seeing your mom do that.
You know the conversation we done had with Antonio?
Yeah.
Man, you fucking, like, to me, when he is now at 25 versus the Antonio at 22, it's two different roles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can tell this nigga like, don't get nobody pregnant. Like there's so many things. It's just like, bro, it's like it's these little things. But we had those conversations to be able to have it with him.
We have to, like I said, I'm the byproduct of the woman that had to go through that.
That's an example of us, like, you know, giving somebody advice or something like that. But my whole thing about with the gender war and this dynamic and stuff like that is that the average woman. Like, I'm not even talking about somebody like Jamila who makes a good living, who's smart and do all this. I'm talking about average women believe they deserve a man that's high value. And they have that, and that takes away from women like her, who's also trying to get the man that's high value as well too. So now they're all fighting for this man.
The answer for that is simple. That you don't want to get like anyone. Look, you deserve anything you want. The question is, are you prepared for that person to say you want? Because the
They're not.
That's the thing. The reality is, I can say, shit, I want to be with a girl that can do this, and this. Cool.
She's gonna be expecting you to do X, Y, and Z.
Right. And men and women, we value different things. You know what I mean? So like as a man, I don't give a fuck about your education level. I don't give a fuck about how much money you make. I get, but the more and more that men like that I know that make a certain amount of money and stuff like that, the more and more that doesn't matter as much.
Well, I'll see here's the thing.
You are already married too, though.
Well, see, look,
to someone who is doing well.
But this is where the perspective has to change. So between the both of your conversations, my rebuttal on both sides would be is when you start looking for a wife, or the wife looks for or the woman looks for a husband, because that's when those things actually matter. See, again, a high value man can provide on their own than a high value woman. The conversation that's never had is what happens when these two individuals are looking for someone to actually become what they're looking for with. Because here's the thing, a woman can stay at home and take care of the kids, right? I can make all the bread. But the reality is, it's like Gucci Mane's wife.
He sat down, but the level of grind, I could take
It'll be
it
elective.
down at least 100%.
You could do
I
what
would
you
love to
want.
take it down 100%.
But listen,
and I would still be operating at 100%.
But in my experience, because I've tried this with Tracy before, and thus even when she just did, I said, you know, you're not gonna be here long. And she was like, nah, I'm just taking this month off. And then I'm gonna go back, because the reality is, it's in her to be a certain level of activity. Like that's all. I'm not saying she's gonna be like, she's gonna be out here working crazy. But there's a level of activity and a personal accomplishment that she wants to bring to our family dynamic. So she's like, yo, I made $4,000 this week. And I'm like, shit, girl.
God.
I made $4,000 this week too.
Shit.
She just wants to say I did it.
Y'all are
Because
dumb.
I can go make another $4,000.
Y'all are dumb.
Look. Girl.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, when you pick a woman, because every woman is different. When I was ready to settle down, I prayed for one kind of woman, the woman I was ready to sleep. But that just means that now I have to trust, because of the kind of man that I am, that what gets delivered to me is what I do. Not just what I want, but what I do. And that's why I said that's the evolution of y'all's conversation. Because when the time comes, you're not going to just be like, man, I found this girl. You're going to pray for her to be able to do X, Y, and Z when you're not around, because you can't trust her to do those things. She's not good for you. It's your dynamic. In the that you're trying to take to the marriage level. You can go around the world with anyone. You can only make a house and a home the one that's right for you.
Right.
Because I've been divorced. Trust me. That wasn't right. I'm going.
Right. And my whole thing is like, what is the result? Like, I just want. We know that the whole reason why a lot of these things are happening in our communities, crime, violence, all this kind of stuff, is because there's not enough masculine figures in the home. There's not enough families being made. There's more single mother households than there are, you know, a father and a mother in the home, and that's creating a problem for our community. How do we resolve this problem? Well, there needs to be more men in the picture. We already know that there's been setbacks for the generation of crack epidemic, mass incarceration, all the stuff that kept the father out of the home. Right. So now we're trying to correct these issues. And what Tyler Perry was just trying to say is, yo.
We heard, we got it. You keep saying like we didn't understand it. We understood him very clearly.
Right, but
we didn't want to. We just letting you know we don't want to take that sacrifice. We're not going to take that L.
And that is
again.
This is the problem.
Because we keep doing it.
No, it's one generation. It's not a sacrifice. But they see it as a sacrifice because of hypergamy. They do not. It's their money. It's their money. Our money is our money. It's never our money.
I'll say it like
they're not built to be providers.
The reason why it's not a sacrifice is because what it requires is not that our women to stop doing what they're doing. What it requires is for you to give men the ability.
Yeah, to make more. That's why I prefaced the argument that we have to fix it first.
It's like emotional. What is it? It's like emotional. What's the word I'm looking for? That women have more than men. It's having emotional discipline.
Right.
As men, we are raised for our emotions to be a certain way, like kind of like a wall.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas women treat your emotions like a gate. You let in who you want, you close off when you feel it. For men, it's a wall. We build this wall up according to our life decisions and things that happen. So when I let someone through this wall, you fuck up, I now have to seal this hole back up.
Right.
And that's how that works. We as men are just now coming to the place where you bring the wall down a little bit and turn this wall more into just a large fence.
Yeah, my
men, us as black men, we're just getting to that place where
that's what I'm saying.
Security is cool, like, because this is why the barbershop has always been cool for guys. Yeah. You can sit in the barbershop, you can look stupid, say something stupid, get good advice, look fresh for wherever you gotta go. You gotta go to leave what you gotta do. We'll make fun, but the reality is I care enough about you to tell you the truth, and that's why it's a safe place. Whereas outside in the world, I have to deal with the person I'm with. Until I get to that emotional security place, hell nah. It only takes one time for the guy to fuck up emotionally. That's why I mean, I like your point. Because she's right. If you fuck up with a guy one time, it's a wrap. You fucked up forever. It is good for guys to fall in love and get their heart broken. But that's only because our evolution has to end in emotional discipline. So how many niggas that we all know make decisions based on reckless emotional abandonment? Mm-hmm. Literally, it's emotional abandonment. You don't know any better. There's an excuse to make rash decisions in both your love life and life.
There's a lot of crazy ass niggas out here who don't know how to handle rejection. And if a woman says no to them, they want to fight them, they want to shoot them, they want to do all kind of crazy shit to women. And this is just because they don't know how to handle. And that's why I'm saying this is more important than, damn, I make $100K and I can't deal with a nigga that makes 50. That's my problem right there. Like, because there's not enough of 6-figure men to go around.
You missed all these goals opportunities in the first episode.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, if there's 100 of us, there's only 30 niggas that are making 100K, and then probably 10% of the niggas is gay. I forgot to even mention that part. You can't discount the gay niggas either, so this is really only like...
is winning.
Yeah, the gay niggas
are making money.
They're making money. So now you gotta figure out who are the straight niggas who is going to be making 100K that not all these women are fighting. So now the pool's even smaller. So...
Unfortunately, it's because our culture that we do. Like, our culture breeds this.
I ain't gonna lie, we doomed. We're doomed. We're fucking doomed. And you made a good point. I can only take care. We're doomed. Like, we can only take care of our own individually. Like, I know I'm good. Like, I am very aware of my.
But that's the part in our conversation that blows me. It's never like I'm talking to him and he's talking to me. I'm like. The general masses, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's the problem.
Because the general masses need the help.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
good.
defending these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because I'm just like, yo, like these niggas is all about to start making babies with women, and they're about because that's not going to stop. They're going to keep doing it.
And I'll just generalize us as a group of people. Because, at some point, because we're doing well, there's a level of internal responsibility that pops up.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can see
It's like survivor's remorse.
Like, damn, what's been up? And when I ask one of my people that's doing bad, what's been up, I'm expecting you to tell me the truth of why you're doing bad. Because there's 24 hours in the day. You have time. You sit at home playing 2K. Nigga, I'm over here working. Like,
Everybody be lying too.
Yeah.
that's what Instagram was made for.
Everybody be lying though. Ain't nobody down bad. You should have heard me all the motherfucking August. That's how people ask me how you doing. Shit slow, fucked up. I'm shit fucked up right now.
Shit's so fucked
People
up.
like you needed this. Like no, not right now.
Hey, look,
Not right now. But I'm letting you know. I'm not. Just
I see y'all in the
but I
comments,
see-
man.
I
We-
see who was fucking with me and who wasn't fucking with me.
Y'all living here, man. We just had to go ahead and get some of this pre-pod talk off, man.
We haven't done this in a while.
It's been a while,
But
man.
nah, look, again, I love y'all segment.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites I've seen of them.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
can't wait to go back and watch it.
It's-
You should. It's because you know why? Because it is. That's watching that is what made me see y'all as you are. That's the passion. Where y'all are like, this is what our podcast is about. That episode is your podcast. Because you're passionate about it. We clearly see the problems. Like I watched it, I'm like, yeah.
But we got enough of those podcasts.
That-
There are, and I told myself, I thought about it too, because I already peeped that I was passionate about that subject, and I know that when I do get passionate for real, I'm not able to speak the way I really want to speak, and I just don't want to do that. I mean, it could come with practice, but I'm just tired of seeing them. I'm just so tired of seeing them.
And then
That's what makes it great. It's not, I'm not saying y'all are the top of the heap. I'm saying that you're movement that y'all have. Not just pocket, but your individual lifestyle. Because you're young, you can make observational discussion. That's the difference. You can go back and see your old podcasts. Y'all been talking all that shit. That's cool. Because now you can live through some things. You can now make observations and say, hey, well, we did this shit too. Look, it's Black K4 Southern out this motherfucker.
but yeah, I mean,
I would, as a fan, I would say do part 2. And if it ever pops back up.
so the good thing about there is a part 2 and the part 3 already on the way. So how I've separated it, so every day this week is going to be a new episode of that dropping. So if you could pull up which one, can you tell me exactly which one you saw? And I can tell you.
That's the thing about you could be over here like so.
Yeah, your history, right?
Average woman wants 6 figure men. That was the last one we just watched.
Okay, average woman wants 6 figure men. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, yeah.
So the next part of that is coming out tomorrow at 12.
Okay.
And then after that and then the part 3 of that is going to be on the 4th. So that was part 1, part 2 is tomorrow, and then part 3 is right after that. And yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with your schedule.
I'm gonna get bored to put one on here while I'm working on this.
Yeah, and I'm scared. And this is another thing too. I'm scared to like put the clips up because man, when we do the short clips,
They eat us the
oh
fuck
my
up.
god,
I already know.
they take so much out of context. It's just like, oh my god, they missed the whole fucking thing. But that's the part of social media, done.
That's the point of the short.
That's the point of this shorts.
Yeah.
And I just be like, damn, I just wish more people were intelligent. I keep forgetting these people are dumb.
Whole point of your conversation is why we in this mess in the first place.
Right.
Motherfuckers cannot see past point A and B. Knowing that there's a C, D, E, F.
Like, they don't even know what the source of the context is or anything. Just be like, they took a 10-second clip and they were just like, oh, this is what this whole
thing
podcast
is about.
I'm like, bro, this is episode 150 fucking 3. You saw 10 seconds. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Anyway.
That's what makes it gross.
Yeah, I know. It's what we signed up for. Top Hill Live. I know. I see y'all in there, man. We ain't talking about y'all. Y'all be pulling up. Y'all the smart ones. Y'all the ones I really fuck with because y'all listen to instructions. Y'all like, yo. They said every Every Monday evening, I get to come in here. I get to drop my reaction I want to hear. We get to hear the topics that they want to be talking about, and you guys pull up on it. So I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are the ones, man. Y'all are the OGs. Shout out to Ali J Official, Ibra in the building, Nelson in the building, Muhammad in the building, Amiri in the building, my man Steve in the building. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Quality Touch Studios. You already know the vibes, man. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't ready to see my co-host today. Y'all ain't ready for Jamila today, man. Oh, did you already find a topic?
No. Go back. I watched the one you put on there.
What I put on
You
there?
have a victim mindset.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be one. I was going to say we could do another one, too.
Oh, okay. Okay, we can do when do you consider someone a friend? You like that?
Hey, yo, that. Oh, my God. Okay.
I think that's a good topic.
I think it is, too. I
feel like you done got smaller, but you taking up more of this couch.
No, I think, no, I'm getting bigger.
Are you getting bigger?
Yeah, I am. Like, I measured myself today, and I'm not fucking happy with myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm actually...
Are you gaining, like, weight and you haven't been doing what you're supposed to do? Or are you getting muscular?
No, I'm gaining weight. Like, I know exactly what it is. Like, I did that fucking...
This is the new song.
Oh, yeah, the Shaq and Kobe John.
Niggas wanna see you lose. I don't want to hear this song. Take it away.
Alright, we about to get started, y'all.
Like him back in the day for this vibe.
Alright, let's get to it.
I want some new nails.
Come see me then.
Let's bring us in.
You know, everything brand new, bitch. You know what the fuck this is.
It's a brand new
I
episode.
spend my money when I can spend.
You already know what time it is. Let's get it.
Way too cocky in the cool feeling. Always in the press while this bitch jacking. Got to spend 150 on the pussy and it's nigga don't touch. Yeah, smell like money and we smoking on. Honey in the pack, keep the beeswax. Hermes bag, got my bitch jacking. AP bust up. Lot of niggas had a chance, they was unlucky. Yeah, when it's so long, we don't even discuss. Say you got hoes pulling up, I don't trust. Burn through the money, diamonds dance like Usher. You ain't gotta like it.
I low-key wanna talk about stuff like this, but I don't think that they would
got a mill in the up. Birdman hands, all this paper I'm rubbing. Bitch cry for me like
The important shit. Like, this is like the important shit. Like,
They ain't never been to the moon.
Got to spend 150 on the pussy.
So why they lying? How come most of them win 10 years and we ain't never been?
I ain't never been. You see the video?
Keep the bees wet.
They got it on video. You see the flag waving? They got no air in the room, but the flag was
I want
waving.
you to leave me alone.
It ain't sleep. You know not to test me like SAT.
Top Hill, what up?
Riri, ASAP. Hotter than AZ, cooler than AC. And my diamonds gon' sing like Do Re Mi. And my diamonds gon' dance like my bros.
There's no reason why Lil Wayne should still be rapping like this right now. This shit crazy.
Brand new money, brand new hundreds.Got a bunch of zeros like a bag of new funyuns. Brand new phone with a brand new number on some brand new shit. Need a brand new plumber.
Brand new, brand new.
Black cucumber, love brand new. Fat pockets looking like love handles. Brand new hoes coming.
Real conversation needs to be made.
Yeah.
This motherfucker don't miss.
He don't.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
Way too cocky in the cool
Ready to
feeling.
get started?
Always in the press while this bitch jacking. Got to spend 150 on the pussy and it's nigga don't touch. Yeah, smell like money and we smoking on. Honey in the pack, keep the beeswax. Hermes bag, got my bitch jacking. AP.
Ain't no block now, cause niggas give me eye vibes. Y'all niggas circle out of shape, y'all like a stop sign. Nigga, not even a stop sign gon' stop mine. Stop playing before I cock the block and you be cockeyed. Gifted all my hoes, I'm in the sharing. Brought the bitch to watch, she don't even wear it. Feeling like Bugs Bunny, nigga, all these carrots. Kick a white bitch out, acting like a Karen.
Way too cocky in the cool feeling.
Black Karen. Hey, yo. Alright. 3, 2.
That's me.
Has shared your streams. Oh. Hey, yo. All right. Shout out to Jamila. Let's get through it. 3, 2, 1. Top Hill episode.
Go ahead.
154.
154.
154. 154, man.
I want to know. I would say I'll have to.
Look up here.
134.
We way past.
I know. I
way
don't
past
know.
that.
I don't know. I don't know what happened today.
Well, guys, welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Podcast. And yeah, man, I'm your boy, Mr. Top Hill Pod, aka E Money Balls.
And I'm your girl Jamila, her own boss.
Oh no, hold on. Let's give a round of applause. Look at our co-host today.
Stop.
Hey, yeah. Now, you know, she already looks great all the time, you know what I mean? But she
Stop
can't.
lying. Y'all been looking the fuck terrible on the Top Hill podcast lately. Let me
Go
tell
ahead.
y'all, life was life and
Go
the
ahead.
business was business.
Let's go ahead and let her know how much she been tripping, you know what I mean? But,
Y'all.
let her know she be tripping. Jamila Hype in the building. I know y'all in here. What's good?
Hi, guys.
Yeah, man. Before we get into it, you know, I gotta check in on you. How you doing? How was your week? Everything?
My week's been good.
Good.
Yeah. Same. Nothing extreme besides I got my mental clarity back. Because I was going through like a mental fog, guys. Like, I couldn't get myself together. But now I'm good.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
You just have to grow your hair back, and everything was good.
Shut up. I had before my hair. The hair's getting ready to come off anyway. I went to the gym today I got it done on Thursday. So I didn't go to the gym on Thursday or Friday. Saturday, Sunday already my off day. So I was back in there today.
Okay. That's good.
I'm taking this shit off. I don't know what I'm going to do.
How was the gym workout? What did you work on?
Today I did legs because I
Okay.
missed leg day last week. So I started this week with leg day.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a rough day.
Good stuff.
How were you? How's your week been?
I think I'm trying to get out of my mental fog as well too. Like
It's like I gave it to you.
I don't know.
You feel like you've been had it.
I've been had it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been had it.
You've been so productive though.
I've been productive in my fall, but like what I did was I started sacrificing like my health, my mental health, and my physical health for just the grind and the work.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So like even though I've been producing a lot of things and you know like stuff with the podcast is doing extremely well, continuing to grow. I didn't
Thanks,
know.
guys.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. We appreciate it. You know, even though we're canceled, and then even some of my other endeavors that I've been telling you about too. The seeds are finally starting to grow on that and stuff like that. But I was just like, but bro, I haven't been on my health like I should have been and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get back into everything at once. So I'm just working on that. So this winter I'm gonna get back together. I ain't gonna lie. This fall and this winter, 2024, I will be back. Other than that, I'm still excited about this Kenya trip. Oh my God! Hold up, man.
Sick about hearing about the Kenya trip.
Bruh. All right.
No, I'm just joking. That's just me coming. That was a hating spirit, guys. I am so sad that I'm not gonna be in Kenya.
I just want to let y'all know we about to open up Bring Jamila to Kenya fund.
I'm trying to get flew out. Please.
Somebody fly my co-host out to Kenya, please.
Can somebody please fly me to Kenya?
That would be
Sponsor
amazing.
the Top Hill Podcast, Jamila, E Money.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd like to go.
Yeah, please see. Matter of fact, let's look at how much these tickets actually cost. Hold on, let me see. Flights to Nairobi. I'm curious to see if the price went down or up since I bought them. All right, so I'm going out Friday and I'm coming back here.
Damn, you gonna be gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
God!
The fuck up out of here. You hear me?
That's not fair.
Getting up out of here.
It's not fair. I want to go.
So the price went up a little bit. I was able to get a round trip flight for like around $800 when I saw it. That's what made me hurry up and get it because that's really low. But look, the flight is about a stack. So look, guys, if you guys want to support, you know what I mean?
Too. Where to stay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So just throw like 1,500 in there. You know what I mean? It's not that expensive for like an Airbnb and stuff like that. Like I got my Airbnb. So the way how I did. All right. We need 1,500 to get Jamila out there. Let's just put that out there. You can say Cash App, Top Hill Pod, PayPal, tophillpod@gmail.com.
My Cash App,
her Cash App.
her nails.
Go ahead and send it up. We get 1,500. You know, Jamila's gonna be out there with us. And another reason why I really do it would be amazing for her to come out there because I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but there's a lot of things that's gonna be happening in Kenya. I'm just very excited.
Oh my goodness, guys!
Very excited.
He has been working. He's been working, and I'm so jealous.
Yeah. But you know, worst case scenario, even if she doesn't come, you know, it's still part of the Top Hill Podcast. We come back, and then we'll be looking forward to doing some more trips in the future. I've seen a lot of people from South Africa, Uganda. I've seen Cameroon. A couple of people, you know, suggesting that we come out there too. So we definitely want to make more trips and come out there. So this is just really like the beginning. You know what I mean? Well, I did Colombia last year, but that was just kind of like a soft launch. You know what I mean?
That was a soft launch.
That was a soft launch. You know what I mean?
This is more intentional.
This is very intentional. Very, very intentional. We're gonna get some tax write-offs with this one. this whole thing better be a tax write-off. What else I want to say? Yo, just shout out to all the Kenyans who gave so much love in the comments. The guys that's been DMing me, letting me know what to do, where to go, how to move out there. I really greatly appreciate it. And yeah, man, I'm so excited. Like,
what do you think is give them a little spoiler. What's your favorite thing outside of the one that we know about? Your favorite thing that you're looking forward to when you get out there?
My favorite thing I'm looking forward to when I get out there. So I kind of split it up into 2 trips in one.
Okay.
Which is why I'm excited. So I'm gonna be spending time in Nairobi, which is the major city, and I'm happy to do that. But I'm also gonna be spending time in one of their beach cities as well too. So I got a resort with a spa resort with the whole works and stuff like that on the beach, on the water. You know what I mean? So it's just like
it's so wet.
I was able to squeeze 2 trips into one. So I'm like, yo, like I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you. Oh my God, I'm gonna be blowing your phone up. I usually let my friends vacate in peace. I swear I do. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna see them post on their story.
I don't mind. Like I know some people are like that. Like when they go on vacation, they don't want to be bothered. I'm not that way. I don't care. Like y'all can hit me. It don't matter to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not that way at all. Like,
I am.
She said, "I'm gone. Don't hit me."
Don't, because I don't want to be looking for my phone, and I don't like my phone to be dead. I'm one of those people whose phone is never dead.
Oh yeah. I could get that too, especially in a place you don't know. And
just let me just do me. I'm taking the minimal pictures because I'm actually like living in
taking
the
it all
moment.
in.
Yes, every time, every day.
That's always a challenge for me too, because I want to have a balance of like actually enjoying this, not being on my phone, but at the same time, I create content and I like going back to look at content as well too. Mm-hmm. So it's like with my Colombia trip, like I still like to go back and watch those vlogs because it's just like I get to visually see and remember how much of a great time that I had out there. Mm-hmm. And shout out to the Libra gang again, man. Hold up, man.
It's a lot of y'all too.
Yeah, shout out to the Libra gang, man. We in October. It's that OVO EXO season, you hear me? You know what I mean? Get your pumpkin spice, you know what I mean? The autumn leaves falling, the apple cider, you know what I mean? All that good stuff, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Halloween, y'all got that, you know what I mean? I'm not really a big fan of it, but,
Really?
I've never been big on Halloween. Never really.
I think I'm loving it because my son loves it.
I got you.
See, he loves it.
Yeah.
Spooky season.
See, for me, like when I grew up, we never celebrated Halloween. Like my family was the one that kept turning the lights off outside, so there's no trick or treating and shit.
Cause y'all was Christian.
Mm-hmm. Super Christian.
I heard. I was just like, yeah. Super
Christian. We went to Hollyween. We went to Hollyween at the church. You know what I mean?
You know I love your mama.
It wasn't really her idea. It was probably my dad's idea.
Oh.
My dad was But
he's still holier than thou.
No.
Goddamn heathen blocking my friends from the Halloweens is a good sign.
No, my dad's cool, man. But yeah, that's not really into that religious stuff anymore.
Logan loves Halloween.
Yeah,
Loves Halloween.
You know when I started to appreciate Halloween? When I went to college and I went to the first Halloween party and I seen all the angels and the devils at these parties.
Then you just started loving Halloween. You're like, yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is the dot holiday, right? It's the Tatiana Joe. This
Yeah,
is
where
the...
it's okay to be
Oh.
a kid on a regular day because we do it out of town easily.
Oh yeah. But nah, it's something about them outfits, them Halloween outfits be really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. And then of course Thanksgiving, you know what I mean, spend time with the people, eat good food, all that good stuff. I love the fall, man. Like the fall is my favorite season of all time. I want to do a road trip. I'm gonna do a road trip.
So where?
I think I want to go to Maine. I've been saying this a lot,
Okay.
but I want to just drive out there.
Well,
Yeah.
push it all the way to Niagara Falls.
But see, I did Niagara Falls already, but I never went up past Boston on the East Coast. So I'm like, I'm big on geography. I'm a geography nerd, so I'm just like, okay, let me go ahead and hit the Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, get those out of my system and stuff like that. So, okay, I've been to all of those New England states, and then I love seafood. They're known for lobster out there, so I like to get me a nice little lobster when I go out there, and then just
How
come
long
right back.
does it take?
I think it's a 12-hour drive. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm like, I could really do that in the weekend. Just, go up there and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you say like you gonna go by yourself?
I might.
I wanna go.
All right, pull up. Yeah, we could set this
I
up.
wanna go.
Yeah, we could definitely set this up. Yeah,
$12
man.
not that bad. I can do that.
Yeah. I'm definitely with it. And I was thinking about maybe doing like some mini stops because we can go. We gotta go past Philly. We gotta go past New York City. We gotta go past Boston, and then yeah. So, yeah, I'm
I mean, that's what
definitely.
a road trip is, though.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, we just sit here talking, shooting the shit, man. Looking at the comments, he said, "Come to Mombasa Island." I will come to Mombasa. I will be in Mombasa. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking.
Y'all think E-Money should set up a meet and greet?
I really. What do y'all want? Can you let me know what y'all want, man? Cause I've already looked at a couple of the nightlife and the clubs and stuff like that. So if you guys want to come party with the boss, man, I don't, what I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
You still talking to that girl? Yeah.
Yeah, we still talking.
Oh, what about you?
I mean,
We're like, what the fucking girl you talking about? You
so,
posted it on here. That's the only reason why I felt it was okay to say.
I don't know if I should say this. I don't want to get in trouble, man. I've been getting myself in trouble. Fuck it, I don't care.
You not updated. You put it on the pod, and then we don't get an update.
I mean, we still talking. We still talking and stuff like that. But
Any plans of Lincoln?
yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be fun. What part she in? Is she like in your plans? Like she's in these major cities?
yeah, she's
Okay.
in one of the major cities.
Good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Why you acting like that? I'm like, who is on here?
I ain't gonna lie,
Money
y'all.
hoes, make yourself known in the comments. Let us know in the chat.
Whoa, hey, yo, y'all know what to do. Y'all supposed to be ghost listeners. You know what I mean?
Hey,
It is what it is. I don't care.
I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I don't know who you are.
My life is open. I don't care. You guys can know. I don't care. I'm not hiding nothing. It is what it is. Girls know that I do this podcast, and I'll be saying stuff.
Well, I feel like you were about to give us some news that time. What is he about to say?
So I ain't gonna lie. So I hopped on Tinder, right?
Okay.
And I just wanted to see what the temperature was like.
Okay.
In Nairobi.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yo, you want to see it? Alright, fuck it. Oh my god.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm here for the content.
I knew it was something else. I was trying to get away from the conversation, but you was.
I'm here for the content, man. Let me see. Can I log in here? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I don't see my login information. All right. Let me log in the phone number. All right. So when I go out the country, I just like to see what it's like out there. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie. I just put this joint up like yesterday.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that shit went crazy. This was not on the docket today. I don't know how we got here.
I was gonna say some ignorant shit.
What you about to say?
I'm gonna say it off the pod.
I don't want to do that right now. Okay, cool. All right. All right, guys. So I was on Tinder. So I haven't looked at none of these matches. How many matches I got? So within a day, I got 91 likes. Oh my god.
Okay.
Holy.
That's what I saw. That's the first one I saw. Okay.
What's going on here? She only got one picture. Oh no. Big body Benz.
Man.
What y'all call that? Nash out there? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. How I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. There she go. Yeah, man. This is
He's just about to go. Nobody told you to come on here and do this. That's not what we said. We just was just taking a peek. Say what we missing his opportunity.
Yeah, let me just see what's going on here, man. What's going on with that Jeep in the background, though? I don't know about
The
that.
Jeep threw you off?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that was about. Note this out. Don't have vehicle in the picture. God damn.
Nah, this.
What happened?
All right, let me give it another look. Hold on, what's going on? Oh wait, never mind. She's cute. Oh yeah, never mind. I was tripping. Okay, Nairobi. Oh, all right. So,
It's flavors in there.
it really is. It's a lot of different flavors in here. What's going on over here?
You think they took these pictures just for Tinder?
Yeah, it looks like it. Whew. Oh my god. Nothing serious, fun only. I do.
What did it say? What did you say?
Nothing
I do
serious.
house massage to you. Gonna like it. You gonna like it.
I'm gonna need a massage.
Y'all. I can't wait. I'm gonna be on your line the whole time. I'm gonna give you a phone to take pictures. You just can't be there.
Oh my god, dog! This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna bore you guys today with
Ooh, I wish you need to get somebody to set you up some speed dating out there. Bring all the hoes out.
You said do a speed dating like in
Out there
person.
and live. Yeah, it's lit.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a lot of people. So
Have fun.
yeah, I will. This is like a lot of fun. All right. Enough of this. Enough of me doing this to myself. Okay. Oh my god. All right, we gotta get into today's episode, man.
We do.
What are we gonna start with? Let's throw a reaction in there, kick it off, and then we'll get to the first
Yes,
topic.
I'm in the mood for some music.
Ali J official was the first in the building, and he suggested Show My DG with John Cena. We already reacted to John Cena. The issue with that record is we can't post it, so that's probably why you didn't see it on our live. So Ali J, if you're still here, give us another suggestion. We can't do the John Cena record. So we're gonna go to the next one, and then and Ali, if you're still in here, I'll make sure I'll get you next since you was the first one in the live. All right, we're gonna go to Ibra.
Ibra.
This is looking like an East African record. I see Ray Vanny in here.
That's what I see.
Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's in the building doing good. Gonna get into it. I seen the Easy Mill record too. Okay. All right. This is Ray Vanny featuring Mayor Kun. The song is called Gimme That. You know what that remind me of? I haven't heard in a long time.
Did you know
You remember Chris Brown, Give Me That?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that song in a long, long time,
It's on
man.
my gym playlist.
Is it really? Damn. All right. It would be cool if he sampled it too. That would be fire. All right, let's get to it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Stop, stop, stop.
oh yeah, funny. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wana kutoka na nini wakati levo zako hawafati, mbwa wa uswahili tena koko hawangati, una marashi mwilini
The hell?
wao shombo la samaki ya kwako nyuzi 90 zao zinafika mpaka laki,
What the hell's going on? Why-
tunawachoma kama nungunungu, wanakesha kama sungusungu, bedi Jackie Chan mtundu hadi na kuimbia kizungu. Girl, you have that thing in the car you win, got you motivated a liar, and I'm your king, can I get you a ring, cause I wanna make you.
You know who she look like?
Oh, I know what's going on.
You can't listen to
Got you have that thing in the
Oh, I know
car
why.
you win, got you motivating a liar, and I'm your king, can I get you a ring, cause I wanna make you wife. Mommy, baby, cool it down. I love the way you put it on your dance floor. Sucking when you do the dancing, I know. I just want inside you. Give me that, my baby, one for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me that, say that you want for me. Bad girl, how you my single? Make you my queen cause I'm single. That's how the thing go. You know it takes two to tango. Cause I be praying every day and night to say make you come my way. Thank you, my love. I bless the day that I found that thing and I call you queen. Yeah, you motivating my life. Baby, I'm your king, then I get you a ring. Cause I wanna make you right. Yeah, you got that thing and I call you a queen. Yeah, you motivating my life. Baby, I'm your king, then I get you a ring. Cause I wanna make you right. Yeah. Mommy, baby, cool it down. I love it when you put it on the dance floor. So clean when you do the dirty one, oh. I'm just right beside you. Give me that, my baby, one for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me that, so that you want for me. Yeah, yeah. When you play, I'm in the goja. Tena kufunga magoli uhakika, yeah, na magoli uhakika, yeah. Since everybody wanna touch her, wanna touch her. I will never play you like FIFA, never play you like FIFA, yeah. Give me that, my baby, one for.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Give me that, so that you want for me. Mix killer.
All right.
Yes, that was cool.
Ray Vanny featuring Mayor Kun. That was Gimme That. It was alright.
Yeah, it picked up towards the end. I really wasn't feeling it. I actually was going to ask him to change it at first, but right when I was about to ask him to change it, it got better.
I was thinking the same thing. I ain't gonna hold you.
Really?
Yeah, I was really about to pass on it. I think the biggest thing about this record is it's like there's nothing that's making it stand out. It just sounds really, really familiar. Like I heard this type of record
a lot,
a million
and
times.
It's dated, so
Yeah.
it just doesn't do it for me.
The most fun part about this record, like the thing that caught my attention the most, was the video, and that's just being honest. The visual was extremely dope, extremely cool. Love the vibe on it as
It
well.
wrote the song perfectly.
Yeah, it really did. I think it complemented, like you said, perfectly. Outside of that, if I just heard the song on its own, I wouldn't mind hearing something else or passing on it. But that's just my honest opinion. But you know, I mess with Ray Vanny. I like his music. I know he gives that dance style, you know, type of vibe and stuff like that. And yeah, man. Maybe if I hear it again in a different setting, I might feel differently. But initial first time reaction, that's how I feel about it. All right, moving on. I want to get into this real quick. I recently was looking at some videos, man. You know, we're all about bridging the gap here in the diaspora, you know. And one of the things that always comes up, especially when we were younger, was how Africans don't have this or Africans don't have that. They live in huts. They don't have shoes. They got lions in their backyard.
That's a shame.
That's literally what we thought it was. Like, whenever we saw anything about Africa, we literally we saw it on Animal Planet. You know what I mean? Now think about it. Like, when my first introduction to Kenya was like from Animal Planet, just looking at safaris and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not knowing that they have like cities and shit like that. I just thought it was all jungle. You know what I mean? So we clearly know that is not correct. Africans have you know, water and electricity and houses and cars.
I'm sorry that was your perspective of Africa growing up.
Yeah.
Because I'm African and
Right.
growing up with an African in my house, it was like I was automatically just trained to know that everything on the TV wasn't real. Even like the African part and everything else.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean,
I was still nervous to go to Africa for the first time because we didn't go until we stayed.
How old was you when you first went?
Middle school. I did
Okay.
middle school over there. I don't know
Okay. When I first went to Africa, I was an adult, of course. I went to Tanzania, and I was very surprised at seeing the skyscrapers and beautiful, you know, beautiful lights and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is a city like any other city. And then, of course, going to Ghana and experiencing Accra, I was like, yeah, I've been lied to. I even went to the Volta region as well too, and in the Volta region they have like this. They have a river, and like where like most of like the wealthy people have like vacation homes and stuff like that. There, they also got a resort on the water there. And I'm just like, yo, like there's so much to this country, and I've only been to 2 out of the 54 countries here on this continent, and you know, I hear a lot of good things about Kenya. That's why I want to hurry up and get over there. So yeah, I saw this trend on TikTok that there's people, you know, Africans pretty much commenting on things that they actually have. You know what I mean? Just so they can break the narrative. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Africa is beautiful. Does Africa have houses? Actually, we don't have any houses in Africa. The only houses we have here are huts, which are already occupied by the rich people. But for those of us who are poor, we just live in the jungle with the wild animals. Sometimes we cuddle up in the lion's den with the lions, or sleep in the zebra cave with the zebras. And also sometimes we just sleep on trees. And that's how we survive without houses in Africa. Yeah. Africa is beautiful.
Yo, her sarcasm. For everybody who don't know, that's sarcasm. Like, yo, clearly Africa has houses, as you can clearly see a house in her background. They actually has solar panels on it as well too.
I see that.
You know, it looks like a nice house. You guys should really see. I say you guys should see. Let me pull up some African mansions. I was looking at
Yeah, their architecture is on a whole nother level. But I just love the different style of architecture.
Ooh. They got 5 hours of African mansions right here. I just want a short clip. Let me see if I can find some shorts.
I like that. I need to get that 5-hour video though. That's something I can play at work. I can play it around all day.
Yeah. Biggest mansion in Africa. Jeez.
Take me there.
What the heck?
The water that came in my eye.
Yo. Oh, why is it really?
Wow. Oh, that is so beautiful. Do you see I'm ready to cry for real? Like,
Yo.
that's what I want for my life. Find me a prince when you go.
They got a full
Dude.
basketball court.
I'll be so mad if my ball went in the water. They got a whole bunch of balls somewhere.
They so rich, be like, give me another ball. Go create me another ball. They probably got a ball factory in the back of the
It
garage.
don't even say Wilson or Spalding. They got your name on it.
Right. E-money balls on the ball.
That's probably lit. They probably got that at the Spalding or Wilson factory. You probably could get a custom. I
job.
would really like one.
That would be tough. I'm about
Okay.
So they did.
About men gifts too. That's a great gift.
It really is. You know, yeah, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep on with the house tour before we give out too much sauce.
Why you decided to build this $1 billion project in here?
We've always watched these in movies and you see Hollywood, so it's a possibility. What they've done there we can equally do here. Instead of going out there chasing our dreams, why don't we fight towards implementing our dreams?
Just wow. And that's Walter Maya, by the way. He's an African YouTuber. Like, he's huge. Like, he does all different kind of like tours and stuff like that. Shout out to Walter Maya, man. He is like the original bridge the gap person. Like, he's the major bridge builder when it comes to this. I ain't gonna lie. He's from Ghana. I've seen a lot of his videos for years and stuff like that. He's really got me interested in a lot of things. So shout out to Walter Maya. He's still doing great work now. But yeah, man, that is crazy. Like, look at these houses. You don't need all the music, but like, just look at that. This is in Nigeria. Oh yeah, they got nice luxury exotic cars out there as well too, man. Like,
the first time I ever been to a mansion was in Africa.
Oh, for real?
The first time I ever been to a mansion was in Africa.
This is South Africa right here. Oh my God! Look at the lion in the back. I was like, no.
No, my friends really do have a tiger though.
Oh, for real?
But on some like Arab luxury type shit.
Yeah. 19 Keys, he was actually in Ghana. He was speaking to one of the billionaires out there, and he has like 2 tigers out there and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Africans are living good, man. Yeah. Now of course, I already hear the comments going off. There's poor places in Africa. You guys are not highlighting this. Oh, do you mean? She's showing me a lion. Somebody has a pet lion in their mansion.
It's so humble, you can't even tell.
Right.
How y'all delete the tag on? Go ahead, keep going.
Okay. So, yes, guys, there are slums and there are poor areas in Africa. Yes, this is true. But what I'm saying is that it's always over inflated. It's always overshown. You know what I mean? Like, if you come to America, the propaganda is like, if you guys are in Africa, you probably don't know about the hoods and the slums and the ghettos that are here in America.
They see our TV.
Huh?
They see our TV.
They seeing it now, but like I'm talking about.
No, they always did.
Oh, they always did?
had. They always. The people who had TV had TV.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, like America could be rough. You know what I mean? Like, it's very violent in a lot of our major cities. Like, it could be very dangerous. And shoot, my dad actually sent me this video too. Let me pull this up. I'm having fun tonight, man. This is real podcast shit. All right. I'm not saying that we're like trying to bash America, right? This is
It's bad, Like,
this is our country and everything like that.
and
but
I'm proud to be
you
an
know-
American.
You are funny.
Yeah, you know that's my favorite American song.
Is it really?
We haven't had that conversation on the podcast.
No. Mm-mm. That's your favorite American
I love
song?
that song.
You should react to it.
I don't know why I love that song so much, but I always did ever since we sang it in school. I used to sing that shit with my whole chest.
I'm trying to think what would be my favorite one.
It was just the one part at the end. I don't know. I feel like our chorus just hit the joint. I feel like that's probably the only reason why I really liked it. Because at the end, when the beat dropped.
I'm thinking Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know
We
why.
did not sing that at school.
I don't know why I keep popping over my head. But yeah, there are dangerous places in America, and I think like us just taking accountability of being Americans, like a lot of us can be ignorant and thinking that everywhere else is so much more dangerous than our own country. But we have a lot of mass shootings, insider threats and stuff like that. We have a lot of problems here as well too. Just like
Who's
how other
on
countries
that? You think Americans are doing that?
are doing. Yeah, let me roll the clip real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Here's a clip from the PBD podcast. They were talking to this brother about him being in Saudi Arabia.
Making fun of him for thinking Saudi Arabia is better than New York, but he then silences them.
You lived in Saudi Arabia for 19 years and you say that? You'd rather live in Saudi Arabia than New York.
You guys don't have a clue.
No?
You don't have a clue.
So, by the
Actually,
way, Quincy
comparing
loves
Saudi Arabia to New York City, bro. Enlighten me, because I'm like,
Well,
Saudi
you-
Arabia-
well,
need
were
some
you-
serious
were you living
enlightenment.
in a-
Please,
okay.
please go visit.
Were you living in a palace?
Like, you're talking zero crime rate. You're talking zero taxes. You're talking amazing amenities, fantastic infrastructure, incredible communities, fantastic schools. The company you work for paying for your child's education up to college level. You're talking about free healthcare. What I'm talking about is the whole country. They're extraordinarily low crime rates. Like you are safer in any Saudi city than you are in any major city in the U.S. by miles. Not even comparable.
These guys were making.
Yeah.
They're so ignorant.
That's what I'm saying. It's the ignorance. Like, and I've been seeing what's been going on in Saudi Arabia. Like, let me see if I can find new.
They got the stadium coming too.
Yeah. If you guys have you seen The Line? Yo, this is gonna
Saudi
be
Arabia
insane.
has done what no one thought was possible. They have started construction of the line. This thing is insane. It is a linear mirror city in the middle of a desert, 170 kilometers long, 500 meters high, and will host 9 million people. Within the city, one of the most important projects is the construction of the Spine, a high-speed rail line that will run along the entire length of the city and let residents travel from one end to the other in only 20 minutes. The entire system will have 0 emissions and 0 waiting times. The project claims to reduce the impact on the environment and at the same time allow its inhabitants to be steps away from nature. This ambitious and futuristic project is part of a multi-billion-dollar investment push towards Vision 2030 that Saudi Arabia has launched to modernize the country and transform it into an international showcase.
So that's just one out of like a dozen projects. So they've done a lot of crazy things. So you already know how soccer is like the most popular sport in the world, right? They got like some of the most popular and famous soccer stars, like Cristiano Ronaldo is playing for Saudi Arabia now. Neymar is playing for Saudi Arabia now. They're spending a lot of money to get these entertainers over here. I also recently saw an interview with Swiss Beats on Earn Your Leisure, and he's been in Saudi Arabia a lot. So he went over there. They were talking to him about their whole Vision to 2030 projects. He created a Saudi Bronx. So
I think we watched. Did we watch it on the pod?
I don't know if we watched it on the pod together or not, but maybe I mentioned it before. But yeah, so like he mentioned it as well too, like how it's very easy to do business there, how safe it is to be out there, how much further your money can go. Like this is like future stuff. And when I'm paying attention to what's going on, it seems like the wealth is starting to transfer back over to the East. The Middle East they're innovating so fast, and we're innovating like tortoises. Like we're very, very slow. Like look at how fast Dubai came up. It only took Dubai like 20 years to become what it is today. Saudi Arabia is right behind them when it comes to, their line project. They're also capital city as well too. They're doing a lot of stuff. And then going back to my point on just geography, Saudi's right here, East Africa's right here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of there's a just by geographical location and close proximity, you know what I mean, how close Kenya is and Ethiopia and Egypt. A lot of people are going to be able to benefit from, what they're doing out there. And they're willing to collaborate with others as well too. Like, to grab a Swiss Beast to help, fund certain projects, to grab a Cristiano Ronaldo to come play for your team. Like they're willing to, play with others as well too. So very interesting to see what's going on with that. What else? I forgot where we was at. I forgot even why I brought it up, but I got into my bag there. All right. So yeah, guys, Africa has houses.
That is crazy.
It just goes back to just how ignorant some people can be. We're gonna get into another reaction, then we're gonna talk about some ignorant people next. All right. Shout out to Ibra, man. Once again, we are doing good today.
Go see Ali J.
Oh yeah.
Check out. That's it.
Okay, cool. All right, so Nelson is up next. He said, "Can I request Easy Meal?"
Of course.
Yes. Yes, you may. All right, Easy Meal, Shady Aftermath, freestyle on Bootleg Keys.
For those of you who don't know, Easy Meal is a Filipino artist that was recently signed with Eminem and Dr. Dre, Shady Aftermath.
Yep. And it looks like he was on Bootleg Kev doing a freestyle. I'm really interested to hear, some new Easy Meal freestyle, man. Like I just love to see, these artists' growth and stuff like that, just to see how far Easy Meal has come, where he's going, and he's still sticking to his roots, like still doing the same things that made us fall in love with Easy Meal in the first place. So
he's working too.
Working, man. So without further ado, let's get to it. Shout out to the Easy Meal Success Train, by the way. Love you guys. Let's get to it, man.
Podcast, man. Go watch my full interview with this guy, Easy Meal. Dope combo. Check out his new music. He just signed with Eminem and Dr. Dre. So, hello.
Right.
Big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Life just changed. All right, we're going to have him rap. Because if you get signed by Eminem, you got to come and rap. All right, let's go.
It's trippy.
Oh, some spooky vibes.
They also kind of thinking like, if y'all been thinking how I've been feeling lately, here's the answer. I don't know cause in the light of all my blessings, I think I'm causing a banter and end up getting hated by you. You've been a pussy ever since you were born, saying that I wasn't snapping in the verse of my song. No wonder your lights got put out when you been on the thorn. You said what you said, now I'm really on whatever you want. I could go against you and little buddy who done got your ass folded. Hold it, some both addies on my shadow clone. The potato on the stick is how I got you both scoped. Hoes a headaches, yeah, I'ma let the owner know. Shit, oh shit, now they think I'm bogus. 2200 hot, tell them what the code is. I'll never stop the way I'm selling off these flow blicks. Honey badger, I just belly on you cobras. Little snaky teddy bears, flexing plagiarism. Keep making money off my name, bitch, you're very welcome, huh? Feel my reaction to nuclear, the way I hit 'em up. Earnest critics on street raps are very sudden, huh? It's why I'd rather go forward with the lyrics. Mekaniko magsulat, mga bobo lang pinipihit. Kagaguhan kalaswaan, gusto nila ipilit. Kaya manigas kayo, sitisoy na ang umiinit sa ngayon. Anang araw ngalan ko pa nun, may pananaw na mas malalim sa balon. Dala ko lang tabla na merong liha na may apat na gulong. Swerte kong makauwi kang butas lang yung pantalon. Yeah, oh no, here we go. I'm about to body another one that they'll say, oh, whoa. We got Somali and treated consumer up in the boat. Tricking hoes and riding up in the lobby getting dope. I got all the flows that make the people wanna move. The copper, kiss the ring before you leave the womb. Zaza on the push, I'm getting zooted, I like smooth. Y'all faking the funk, so I'ma just keep on staying true to myself and to the game that I had swore to claim. I followed the legends and they didn't raise no lane. To me it's the trick, hoes get money, fuck the fame. Y'all let it get to your head, but I just stay the same.
Woo! Okay. Easy Mill.
I appreciate you guys watching.
Yo, shout out to Easy Mill.
Doing what Easy Mill does, as per usual.
Can the Easy Mill success train help me out in the comments? Who we talking to? Because he
was going.
He had some words. It seemed like they're directed to somebody. What's the name? What's the name on that bullet?
Who's been saying his name?
Yeah, I want to know, like, has somebody been talking crazy about Easy Mill, man? I'm trying to see if I can find it in the comments somewhere. I'm very just curious to see if he was actually, talking about a certain artist or not. I'm curious. I feel like somebody knew. Okay, he was dissing a couple of Reactors people on that freestyle. Oh, okay. Shout out to Nelson in the chat. So he said he was dissing some Reactors.
Thanks.
I wonder who. I wonder who it was. I don't know people who could talk crazy about Easy Mill. Maybe he was talking about us. Maybe he saw the IDK.
He was talking about me. He was talking about me. He was talking about you. Number 5, AK Austin.
He was talking about being awesome. He saw the IDK reaction, maybe.
Cause I wasn't a fan, but I wasn't mad. I didn't hate on it. I said I knew who it was for. It was for somebody. It wasn't for me.
Yo, if he's talking about the IDK reaction, valid. He got it. You got me, bro. But we love Easy Mill here, man. You already know. Shout out to Easy Mill Success Train.
And like we already said, like we're giving real genuine reactions. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. And that's includes Easy Mill.
That is that on that, man.
I was gonna say Michael Jackson, whoever else want to hear it.
All right, let me stop being. While we in the Philippines.
Yeah, I like how you did that.
Yeah, let's stay in the Philippines, man. Did you guys know that there was the African tribe in the Philippines? I did not know this, man.
No.
So it's very interesting to me. I don't know how true this is, but I'm a big fan on geography and history and stuff like that. And I remember seeing a documentary a while ago called The Real Eve, and it talked about how the original African woman, how we migrated from and populated the planet. And if you look at where the earliest bones were found, it's around that Ethiopia area. That's why they also call Ethiopia like the land of the Garden of Eden and stuff like that, those kind of nicknames. So the earliest bones are found there, and then you can kind of see the migration happening where we're going into Europe and the Asia, and then going across the bridge from Russia to Alaska, populating the Americas and stuff like that. And when you start to notice is that people, you can see the similarities in their facial features and stuff like that. If you take a really close look at a Native American and a Southeastern Asian person, it looks kind of similar. You know what I mean? And I know some people are going to comment like, no, it don't. I'm just saying, when you look at some of them, it's like, yo, they look like they could be cousins.
We did some research. They had to have already done some DNA tests.
Yeah. And I can just say this, like, when I went to Hawaii, seeing the natural, not natural, like the original Hawaiian people and their culture It is so similar to African culture. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like going to a luau and hearing those
Any type of Polynesian culture.
right, those islands and stuff like that. You can't tell me they're not from Africa. Like just the culture, the sound, the drums, how like, and they look like us. If you look at like the last queen of Hawaii before America took it over, she's black. You know what I mean? And I did, I'm always like looking at research, and I don't know how true this is, but there was I would say this is a rumor. I'll see if I can look it up. But during the time when Hawaii was being taken over by the states, it was told that like the Hawaii actually reached out to African countries to help out. Like they actually had connections with African kings and queens and stuff like that. Another thing I want to get into as well too, people don't realize Africans were master shipbuilders. Master shipbuilders before the Europeans.
Duh! I thought. Well,
this is common sense to us, but for the public out
never
there,
created anything besides violence and crime.
For people, I want you guys to just do.
But that was the truth, though. I stand on it.
I want you guys to do some research before you guys just start hate comments. Please look at this for yourself. If you look at the ancient Egyptians, they've been traveling the world. You can see their influence in Australia, in the Americas. Like, okay, they found Egyptian artifacts with the Aboriginal people in Australia. How the fuck does that happen? You know what I mean? How far? Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, there's certain things about history when you start researching history. Like, all right, fam, like this links up. Why do you have plantains in the Americas if that's not an original fruit in that soil? It must mean that they had to trade it from somewhere. Where did it originally come from? Oh, it came from Africa. Same thing with yams. It came from Africa. It wasn't indigenous to the Americas. That's like they already did this kind of research, and then they start digging into the Americas, more and more and more. And the more they keep digging, the blacker it gets. When you see the Olmec heads, you're like, "That's a fucking African head." Like, why is this here in Mexico? You know what I mean? So it's like going into, and I saw somebody else in the comments mention this too, because we got a lot of flack. We're gonna get into the African and the Philippines, but I'm on my rant right now. Fuck it, here we go.
We here.
For the people who are uneducated, I'm sorry. I need to take accountability, because what I realized when I speak, I just assume that some knowledge is common, and I realize that it's not. And I should stop speaking as if it's so common. Like I just, in one of our past videos, there was a person in the comments, shout out to this person. He said, I'm 61 years old. And he saw our comments when we were talking about Black Wall Street. And how I said that whenever we kept getting ahead, they threw a stone at us. He said originally he wanted to call bullshit, but he actually did the research. He was just like, he said he was 61 years old and he never heard of the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombings. He never heard of it before.
Wow.
And he was just like, yeah, but he said, before I called bullshit, I Googled and I researched on our podcast and the comments.
This is why he know about...
Yeah, why he knows about the Black Wall Street. He saw our video.
Wow.
He's 61 years old and he's never heard of it before.
Wow.
He researched, he's like, well, yeah, sure enough, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1920s, they bombed the city. And it was a prominent black city. So I realized that, like, you know,
probably angered that black man all over again. He probably got all this unresolved hatred, especially if you didn't even know about things like that.
Right. And another thing is too, like, we're getting to the victim mindset first. I'm sorry.
We're not. We're just speaking facts. It just sounds victimizing because it's some sad shit.
Yeah. I want to make this extremely clear, and I'm gonna say this once. I'm probably gonna say it again because y'all niggas is dumb. All right. No, this is not the Victim Mindset podcast. Me and Jamila both have not a single victim mindset bone in our bodies. But what we do have is intelligence, where we can research and figure out why things happen. I'm a solution-based person. So as she is, when I look at, okay, why do Black Americans have the highest crime rate in the country? Why are they being locked up 3 times more likely than any other race? Why are these things happening? I'm not just saying like it's just happening just because. Why is it happening? Because it wasn't always this way. So I decided to do some research. Well, let's see, where did it begin? After slavery, it became illegal. They started creating laws to lock Black people up, okay? And I'm going to tell you why this does directly affect me, a Black man in America in 2023.
That was born in the 90s.
Right, that was born in the 90s. I'm going to let you guys know, and I'm going to let you know where the transition happened outside of the victim mindset. Because there is a problem with people being victim, like holding on to the victim mindset. That is a problem.
Yes, it is.
And I do not stand with that shit at all. But I'm going to tell you, I can understand why things are the way they are, and then make my decision on how to move forward from there. But that's besides the point. 1865, slavery was emancipated, not abolished, emancipated. Transfer of ownership. They started locking Black people up for what? If you were not a homeowner, that was a crime. If you stole anything, food, and you didn't have no place to feed yourself, that was a crime. So you went to jail for being homeless. Mm-hmm. You went to jail for not having for doing petty crimes and stuff like that. They try to find as many crimes as possible to get these free Black people now into the prison system, which is the modern day slavery. They were still doing the same type of slave labor in the prison system after slavery. And then there was a lot of places around the country who were still doing slavery even outside it was being emancipated. Yeah. That's why Galveston, Texas celebrates what they did, because it took them years afterwards for the North to come down and be like, y'all know y'all free, right? It's like, they were still doing slavery down there. You know, even after 1862. It wasn't until 1865, I believe, is when Galveston, Texas, and the people in Texas realized that there's no more slavery. So, okay, moving past that. We're emancipated now. Now we're trying to make sure that we become landowners, homeowners, and stuff like that so we can stop getting locked up. All right, so we're using the skills that we have to finally be able to read and build businesses and stuff like that. Okay, now we're starting to get some wealth. Tulsa, Oklahoma was not the only Black Wall Street in the country. That was just one of the most famous ones. I just found out there was one in Baltimore, Randallstown. Randallstown used to be a Black Wall Street, and they created a dam. They built a dam right in front of it. Wow. So what you guys will realize that there's a lot of man-made lakes, dams, and stuff like that in these Black Wall Streets. Central Park, New York City, was a prominent Black Wall Street area in New York City. They destroyed it and made it to Central Park. That's where that came from. So this is the hidden history that you may not know, because you're not researching this, you're not looking for this. I did, because I want to know what was going on and what was wrong with my people. Now fast forwarding closer to today's times. It wasn't until recently where redlining was abolished. Yeah. Well, why is redlining so important? Well, if you're not able to purchase a home or a property,
know what redlining is.
Redlining is the practice where you prevent a certain group of people, aka Black Americans, from purchasing properties in certain areas. Black Americans were only allowed to purchase houses in poor and non-thriving areas. That's why they kept everybody separate. Even though segregation was ended in the 1960s, they still segregated people by redlining them. Mm-hmm. It was the hidden racism. So if my parents, this is where it gets to me, if my parents in the 60s or my grandparents in the 60s wanted to buy a house, they will just get a no if they wanted to buy a house in a certain type of neighborhood where they can actually establish wealth, because that's how you get wealth in this country and start to get some ground. We are 500 years behind our counterparts. So imagine this, not having the education, not being allowed to purchase properties and homes, not being able to get, not even knowing what credit is. Like I mentioned this on my podcast before. I had to teach my mom credit. And I was born in the 90s. So this is why this affects me. Because you didn't have this issue. You had more of a probability to be able to find wealth and information. Okay? So this is just some of the reasons why this affects me. And then for all the people who said that, oh, well, there was slavery everywhere. There were Africans doing slavery here, and the Arabs were doing slavery there. If you really think that the Atlantic slave trade was the same type of slavery as these other slaves were doing, it was a completely different version of slavery. This is why some of the African kings and queens didn't mind putting some of their people into slavery, because their mindset of slavery wasn't stripping them of their name, their language, their religion, taking them 4,000 miles away, castrating them, chopping their private parts off, buck breaking them, which, like, they were doing some things that was just, it was not your normal form of slavery. Yes, there was slavery in other places, but the Atlantic slave trade was a different form of slavery. I don't have enough time today on this podcast to explain to you how the Atlantic slave trade is different from other forms of slavery. I encourage you to read that shit up on your own. You're gonna learn yourself something.
And going back to this being a victim mindset podcast.
Right. You were gonna get into that, yeah.
Yeah. With us saying all of that, we do not feel like, we are unable to progress or prosper because of these things happening, okay?
Right.
Sometimes we just want to enlighten, or sometimes it just comes back to the facts that we do acknowledge and don't just sweep under the rug.
Right. We just want to acknowledge why things are the way that they are, but not that they have to be this way continuing on. Now, me personally, like I said, I'm solution-based. I want to know where did the victim mindset was able to die? Because there is a problem with a lot of people who are, victim blaming, like blaming the white man for everything, blah, 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 blah.
I know one that comes to mind right off of the top. I see it almost at least 3 times a week in one of these Facebook groups.
You want to name drop it?
A local I will say it's a local politician.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So yeah, we're not gonna do that.
All right. My opinion. Ever since the technology age, once the internet became global to everybody, it didn't matter your race, skin color, whatever. Once the internet became prominent, that eliminated victim mindset, in my opinion. Because now we have the ability to get the information that they hid from us. We didn't have to hear it word of mouth, and hopefully somebody else will be able to pass this knowledge and stuff to it. We can now look for this information and knowledge on our own. So today, in 2023, and ever since the internet age, I'm saying the early 2000s, there is no excuse for us to not progress and not do well. As a black man in America in 2023, I know I can become and do what I want to do if I put my mind to it. Am I going to face some obstacles? Yeah, cool. So what? I don't care. I'm still going to get to where I need to get to.
Because he's not a victim.
Because I'm not a victim. Another thing to open it up. You can love them, you can hate them. But when Barack Obama became president of the United States of America in 2008, that changed everybody's mindset on what black people were like in the first place. For the first time, you see a black family, a black husband, wife, 2 daughters, and a dog going into the White House and being the perfect family possible. The only scandal that they had was Barack Obama wore a tan suit. That was the only scandal. Like everything, like I know some people may not like his politics and he was doing this, but what he was able to represent for black Americans will have people have a different perspective of how black people look like and what they could possibly be.
Because as bad as I love that for us, I would have did it completely different.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd have been a Trump.
Hey, yeah.
Keep it a band. I'm gonna keep it a band.
Yeah, like I said,
Ruthless.
you know, yeah, you know, arguments could be made about what Obama did in his presidency for the black Americans.
So modest.
But
It's too humble.
But like I said, just the representation
Was enough.
enough for me to not have a victim mindset anymore. Yo, we got a black man as the president of the United States. I don't care what anybody says. That changes everything.
President is black.
Yo, my Lambo is blue. You know what I mean?
And I be goddamn the power of Satan.
And let me also say this as well too, because if we're going to be accountable and not be a victim mindset podcast, I got to put some responsibility on my people and my community. I saw, here we go, man. This is gonna be interesting. So, my alma mater, Morgan State University. I saw them announce who was going to be performing at their homecoming this year, and it was Sexy Red and I forgot who the other person was, but somebody around that kind of tier.
Okay.
And when they made the announcement, the way how the kids just erupted into just like bliss and just happiness and blah blah blah, and then them just start singing her records and her songs, and I'm just like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, do you guys understand? Like, no hate towards Sexy Red, because she's just doing what she's doing to get out and do blah blah blah. But responsibility for the community to support music like that. I know we want to have fun. I know we want to turn up, but how much fun and turn up are we going to do while we're?
You're getting old. Because since the beginning of the time, there's always been a Sexy Red. I'm talking from the beginning of us being able to do music, from the jazz times, all of that.
There's a difference, Jamila, between
that shit.
I understand we had Little Kim, we had
I'm
Nicki
talking
Minaj.
before. I'm talking jazz days. I'm talking they talked
Jamila,
that shit.
The lyrics.
I'm telling you, since the beginning of time.
Please tell me
Since
an artist.
the beginning
and
of time, I wish I
lyrics.
could find it. I'm telling you, my grandmother had a vulgar ass mouth. I'm trying to tell you, there's always been a Sexy Red. Believe me, their mouths were terrible. Before Lil' Kim, we had Uncle Luke. That shit was scandalous. It was scandalous and it was nasty.
And
Pop that pussy.
And guess what?
It's the same thing.
Yes, and I'm
fucking hold it up.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round.
Yes.
My coochie is pink. My booty hole is brown.
She stated
Where
nothing
the
but the
niggas?
facts. I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing, nigga. Come suck a bitch toes.
Okay, this is my point. And even going back to what you were saying with some of the jazz artists and some of the other artists, I'm not excusing any of that. I'm saying our culture in general, what we idolize are artists and we idolize entertainers.
Okay.
In general, let me take this off of Sexy Red. We idolize entertainers.
The Lord already told us what it is and what it's not. It's already been written. They already told us that we shouldn't be idolizing no goddamn body.
Right.
So that's enough.
Okay.
It's been written. It's saying what it is.
But when we look at other groups, right? I just like to look at what are other people doing, and how can we mimic that? When I look at the Indians or the Chinese or the Japanese or the Arabs, and I see how they move, I don't see them doing this.
No, they don't. No.
You know what I mean? Like they don't do this in their culture, in their household.
But let's go back.
They'll go to the concert.
Right. I'm not talking about that, but let's go back. Nobody does what the fuck we do.
And that's the problem.
And it takes we do everything on every part of the spectrum. Good and bad. We do them to the extremes like nobody else. So of course you're not going to see anybody do anything like us.
But what I'm saying is promoting.
That doesn't make it good, but that at the same time, I mean, it's still something that is remarkable because at the end of the day, their people, as great as their culture is, like we're idolizing some of their parts, they are idolizing ours as well.
Why do you think there's not a Chinese sexy red?
Because it ain't sexy.
But
no, let's keep it a fucking band.
Yes, but why are?
I understand the point that you are making. I get it.
It's just like,
but nobody do it like us.
We are so fucked up as a community. Taking responsibility. We have a problem. We have a problem with crime in this country, poverty in this country, and we're not doing shit to fix it. We don't give a fuck. Like, we destroy our neighborhoods. We kill each other. Like at a high level, like every group kills each other. Okay, I get it. If you go to a white hood or whatever, they're gonna kill each other. We kill each other. I get it, but we have to realize this is a problem. How do we fix it, and how to move forward? But the way how this trend is going, if I look at the music and the entertainment that we have, there is an uptick on more derogative type of music, where it's more blunt and in your face. Because before, think about it, like when we had BET 106 Apart, they weren't allowed to cuss on music videos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like now it's just like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like they're twerking, they're in the strip club. Like what used to be BET Uncut is regular now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so now you have a generation of 3 and 4 year olds who now have iPhones and iPads who can now look at this stuff at a very, very young age. Bro, like this stuff has an effect on our community and our people. And I know I sound like a dinosaur, but it's just like it has to be said. Like, is this the kind of stuff that we want to embrace in our community? Because is this what we want to be? Is this how we want to be seen? Is this it?
Hell no.
Okay, because my thing is, so this is why I like to gravitate to people who are trying to be more progressive and trying to go into the direction that I believe will be best for our community. So that's why I promote Earn Your Leisure so much, because it's just like going off of what Martin Luther King and Malcolm X after the Civil Rights Movement, both of them before they died, was like, okay, we finally got some basic freedom out of this country. Now we need to focus on financial freedom. Before Martin Luther King died, one of his last speeches that he made, he started talking about land grants that this country gave to Europeans. Come to America, we're going to give you this land in the Middle East so you can farm and do this, blah, blah, blah. We're going to give you free grants. Just come here and we're going to take care of you. But when it comes to the people who built this country for you, and we're finally free, you guys said we're going to get 40 acres and a mule, then you reneged on that. Said, well, no, we're not going to do that no more. Gave us jack shit. So when people talk about reparations, yes, reparations are due to us as a people. Do I expect to get them? No. Do I feel a victim about that? No. I'm gonna get it on my own. But we still are owed that. I'm not waiting for a handout. I'm gonna still get my shit on my own. But y'all do owe us that.
But let me go back to the whole sexy red thing, because I just want to make it clear that I don't support this shit. But I'm not going to down it either, because at the end of the day, that's a blessing for her. It's a lot of
Right.
people that live that lifestyle for real, and I feel like at some point in time,
She just wants to make it.
when we go back to the beginning of
Mhm.
everything that you said about all that we've gone through and why these things have happened. Sometimes all we are left with is the reality and the result of those things.
Mhm.
Some people don't even know; they're so ignorant.
Right.
And people are also using their story to create their form of art,
Right.
which is a lot of this ratchet music.
Right.
But it's a lot of people's reality,
Yes, I agree.
which is an art
But
at
how?
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, how do we stop people from telling their story and in their reality when at the end of the day, what the man is handing out is a reward
We don't.
for telling that story? Do you understand? Like it's a catch-22 when you really are trying to survive.
All right, this mic is canceled. Want to hear it? Here it goes. We don't own our culture.
No, we don't.
If you want to research who owns the music industry, you do that on your own free time. But there's a reason why there's certain music being promoted and played in our communities. The same way how certain fast food groups are promoted in our communities. The same reason why we have certain liquor stores and stuff like that put in our communities, carryouts in our communities, churches in our communities. If you just look at if you just have simple common sense and you take a step back and you look at predominantly black communities, you're going to see a lot of similar things. You're going to see a lot of trash-ass food, a lot of fast food restaurants, a lot of churches, a lot of liquor stores, and that's it. And crime.
But that goes back to what I was just saying, though. At the end of the day, when they are rewarding us
For doing the
for
bullshit.
that,
Right.
how- like,
and that's why I
you're
said...
now telling people, all right, basically you're telling the same story that the white man was telling us all this time. Go to school, try to be better. Some people only know their reality.
Right.
That's the point that I'm making.
And
That's why I can't be so
that's-
against it or so mad. Because if the real truth be told, Sexy Red is one of my many alter egos that I, as a black woman, have to consistently, constantly, on a day-to-day, especially when I was working corporate, suppress.
Right. And that's why I said I have sympathy for Sexy Red, and I don't want to attack Sexy Red because I know that she's a product of her environment. And this is where the people come in with the victim mindset thing, like, well, why did she have to do that? Why couldn't she just go and be an A student, blah, blah, blah. People who say shit like that don't know what it's like to grow up in that kind of community where you literally do not see that option. Like there is no option. Like a lot of people have the comfort of their home and be like, well, why did you just do this? You should have known that was a crime, blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, but guess what? If your mother and you don't know your father and your brothers and sisters and your entire community is doing something and you're a baby and you're seeing this shit happen as a baby growing up, that is all you know.
Leaving.
You can't leave. Who's going to take you out the hood?
Who's coming? No one's gonna.
No one's coming to save them. They only know what they see. And it's hard to get the messages out to them because it never reaches them.
Oh, and by
We
the time
tried.
it does, it doesn't look cool.
It doesn't look cool.
The message is always there. Let me
And
just put
sometimes
that
the messenger gets killed because he's a square or whatever. Like
Yes.
there's so many barriers where it's just like, okay, there's so many black millionaires about it. Why can't I just go in here and do this? Well, look at Nipsey Hussle. He tried. Nipsey Hussle tried. He didn't want to leave his community. He found a way out, doing his thing, wanted to get back to his community, died on his own fucking block, his own hood. That's the problem. It is a fucked up mind, bro. Like, this is bad. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when I hear music like this, I have sympathy for Sexy Red, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, we are doomed. Because it's getting worse. Yeah, because I'm like, the music is getting worse. Because I'm thinking about my homecoming. I had Drake. I had J. Cole. I had Rick Ross. I had Wale. You know what I mean? Like, I had these kind of artists, and that's who we wanted to see. We didn't have this, man. And like I said, like, I don't want to bash them. I know I sound like I'm getting old and stuff like that, but bro, like, it's a difference. And I could just see the trend getting worse. I study music. I see music a lot. The amount of drug influenced music and sex influenced music, and it's just is not focused on what hip hop or R&B or jazz was originally about. And we're just getting further and further away from that. They're rewarding the bullshit. And all the good, trying to be positive rappers don't get heard and seen. But
we gotta get off that one.
Yeah, I know.
Because we could go on and on and on and on and on about that.
Yes.
I mean, which is the whole point of our podcast.
Right. So like I said, not a victim mindset. I take accountability and responsibility for all this. So what I do is I wanted to go to InvestFest. I watch Market Mondays. I look at Earn Your Leisure. You know what I mean? Because I see this is a group of people who are doing edutainment where they're people from the culture and they're teaching financial literacy. They're teaching people how to buy houses, learn about credit, business, anything that you can think of that has something to do with financial and wealth and stuff like that, they focus on. They bring other people on and stuff like that. So I intentionally, not being a victim, realized, okay, how do I get out of this cycle, right? Okay, well, if you want to be wealthy, what do the wealthy people do? You just follow what the other people are doing. Well, all of them have houses. All of them own something. Well, what's wrong with the black community? We don't own anything. We don't own our neighborhoods, our blocks, our stores, our nothing, our music. We don't own anything. So what do I got to do? I got to own something. So that's why I wanted to buy a house, because I knew it was important to own something. So I want to be an example and trickle down for people around me and stuff like that. Hurry, buy a house. Like, we got to stop focusing on buying clothes and shoes to look cool to people who don't give a fuck about us anyway. Like, I used to be a sneakerhead. I used to like fast cars. Like, I had a Charger, a Scat Pack, Challenger. Like, I had all that stuff. I was there. I was there. I did it. But I made a sacrifice. I got rid of my car.
But you also got to do it, and I feel it's so easy said than that. And I'm speaking from being a devil's advocate, okay? Because the dealership calls my spirit every day. Like getting that 2012 Hyundai Sonata, and I just think to myself, I should be riding better than this.
I feel you, but
I do know better.
Right.
However, everybody isn't going to make that initial sacrifice like I did. You know what I mean? Because you didn't. For say how great you are, how intelligent you are, and all of that, you still.
I got to get a taste of it, yes, but it also set me back to where I could have been if I.
But you had to learn that. Because
you
gotta also remember to have gotten to that point, you were already at a point. You can't just go in the dealership and get a Scat Pack.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that is the point that I am making, Imani. Okay, people have to make their mistakes.
But not you can learn from other people's mistakes.
You already knew better than that. First of all, before you bought your Scat Pack, you had already seen other people with Scat Packs. You knew better than that.
I know.
You did know better. So that's not fair.
It is fair. It's not. Well, no, it's not.
You
fair.
didn't learn from
Life
everybody
is not
else's mistakes.
I didn't, but that I'm paying for that.
Everybody will pay for their. The thing about life is, especially that's why we get to be at the top of the food chain, because God literally gave us choice.
Yes.
That's all life is.
And I'm telling you, where I want to be, I made the wrong choice. I made mistakes, and a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be making mistakes on the way up. People's mistakes are going to look different. You know what I mean, to different people and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, if I just seen somebody like, if I would have just bought that Bitcoin for $1 back in 2012, I would have had $4.4 million in the bank right now.
Christ me.
You know what I mean? So like, there's so many things that I could have done differently. We could have done differently. The world could have done differently. Cool. I'm not blaming that. But what I did realize is, like, once I got the information and knowledge, I started to make sacrifices. I could have bought a Hellcat, or I could have waited a year and buy my house.
He said I could have got a Hellcat.
But I know people.
But after you got the car, you didn't necessarily want the car. A lot of us don't.
No, I still want the car. I still miss my Hellcat. I still miss my Scat Pack. Let's not get this wrong. I miss it. I know. And I miss that lifestyle. I do. And I still have good friends there. But I also know people who would sell their left nut to have that Hellcat and not have a place to live. It's crazy to me.
And no place to live. Right.
It's like, but that's the mentality. That's what I'm saying. Some people are sick. They rather have the fancy car or the nice clothes than to own something, because they don't own the Hellcat. They don't own the well, they own the clothes, but the clothes are liabilities. They're not assets. The car you have on credit. You don't own the car, and it's a liability, so it's appreciating in value. We don't find value in owning things that appreciate in value. Assets over liabilities. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure once again. That's what I'm talking about. Starting to realize, let me start purchasing some more assets and become owners of certain things, and let those buy my liabilities, and I can have my fun. Yeah, it's going to suck for the next couple of years. I'm going to have to drive an electric car. I'm going to have to do this or whatever. But I'm eventually going to get back to it. But I'm making sacrifices now.
Everything that you're saying, too, I'm also hearing the equivalent in, because I'm hearing like a lot of material things and stuff like that. I feel like everything that you said also goes into relationships as well.
Ooh, what you talking about? What you mean? Break that down.
A lot of us be investing in relationships, which is just as bad as being in these bad cars and houses and things like that. Assets over liabilities. People, our friends, some of our friends are liabilities.
That's a fact. No, that is a big fact.
And there are some people that are in our life that are assets.
That's a big fact.
When it comes to dating, even.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You shouldn't be dating somebody that's just sucking the life out of you, and you're always buying, spending. I think it should definitely be evenly yoked.
No, I completely agree with that. They say that you are, the closest 5 people around you are who you are and stuff like that. That is very, very true. So if you're around people who are not in the mindset of going to where you want to go, unfortunately, you're going to have to cut some of these people off. And that's like some of those like hidden secrets and values that are not taught in our communities, because we're taught to be loyal to a fault. Like being loyal to the guy that I grew up with from the same block. Well, he might be into some crime, or he might be doing some other kind of stuff that doesn't go best for where you believe is going to go best in the future. So that's a sacrifice for somebody to make, like being able to make that decision to, like, I can't hang out with this person anymore. I might get made fun of because I can't hang out with this person anymore, or I may not mess with this girl. Now she's gonna call me gay because I'm not trying to fuck her. You know what I mean? There's all those kind of things, but this is the kind of sacrifices that you got to make to be able to move forward and do certain things. You know what I mean? So like,
it's funny that you said that though. That whole like the girl not trying to fuck with the girl, she's thinking you gay.
Yeah, man.
That's funny because I felt like that one time.
Hey,
He had me fucked up. Like, my productive ass nigga.
Hey, yo.
Fucked up.
Hey yo.
I still got it in my head that he could be, because what the fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that.
Exactly. That's why I didn't put it past. And she ain't, if it really happened to you, she ain't gonna put it out her mind either. Because I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck how productive you are.
Nah, I still hit. I made mistakes. I am who I am. Look, I am who I am.
You just saying what you know you should have did.
I should have said no.
You should have said no to some of these relationships.
Is that?
Wait, what?
No.
I think it's time for a reaction.
Shout out to all my exes. I'm not gonna lie. I had some really great exes.
I have great exes.
I really appreciate all my exes.
Me too.
Yeah, like it's never no harm, no foul with them. Like, I'm just glad that we can all move on happily. And I could.
It's
I
only
could
one ex. I could talk to all my exes. Like, they would not have an issue with speaking to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a select few of them that I just don't even speak to me when you see me.
Oh damn, it's like that.
And I'm not necessarily mad at them. It's just it's embarrassing now. Like, at one point in time, we were like right here, and then I just kept going, and then it's like even some of them. I say some like it's a whole bunch. I don't have that many exes, but it's a couple in mind. I'm just thinking off the top of my mind. I'm just like, damn, what the fuck happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, homie.
I'm praying for that man. Wish them the best.
But yeah, I had good relationships though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even with this poor dating life now, like, I still have good relationships with men. Like, I'm not running into like all these bad guys. I'm just not running into guys that I felt like are for me. When I was younger, I felt like I was running into them left and right. This one's for
Yeah.
me. This one's for me. This one's for me.
Yeah.
You're all for me, and now it's like nobody's for me.
All right, I want to talk to you about this because. So, I feel like I am in a position where I can make the choice to settle down with somebody, right? Like,
I'm doing that.
I make a good enough income.
Oh, I messed it up.
No, we look fine. What's wrong?
No, I was just making sure.
I make a decent income. Like I can really settle down and take care of a family, but it'll just be comfortable. You know what I mean? But also, I want to live my life with no regrets, right? So I see myself like, I love to travel. And it's like, yo, I have the opportunity right now. I don't have any children. I
do
have
what you want to do right now. You're completely independent.
Yeah, and it's just like,
of
yo,
responsibility.
Like, yo,
in
like
all different aspects. All you gotta do is go to work.
Right, and then now I'm working to a fact where I can actually eventually I'm gonna be able to take my work with me, and I can really travel the way I want to travel. So it's just like, I'm thinking about this, long term and stuff like that. That's not good for a relationship.
But you also feel like tomorrow isn't promised and
Exactly.
time is of the essence, and
Exactly.
you should be going ahead and creating your legend now.
Exactly. So I'm battling between, like, I know some really good women that I could probably settle down with, like, if I really took that initiative and, like, work with it and stuff like that. And it's like, cool, I can go down that road. But then I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to travel the way I want to travel either. You know what I mean? If I do that route. Or I can do the traveling first, get that all out my system, and then come, circle back. But like you said, anything can happen. Like, now I don't have a soul.
You got all this time.
Huh?
You act like God personally told you that you have all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do as humans.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm at this fork in the road.
No, but this is you are literally going through the same thing that everybody else in our culture is going through. You are literally battling the same things as people. It's at a different level. But it's the equivalent to the people that are really subscribed and dialed into Sexy Red.
Wait, I'm not following. You lost me.
Because one could say, like me, I got a couple Sexy Red songs in my phone. I'm playing them probably for the gym and gym only type of shit, because I don't even really listen to music the way I really used to listen to music.
Right. I listen to trap music while I'm in the gym too. Like, I'm not selling dope or anything like that, but I listen to Young Jeezy.
Music is in my gym playlist.
Right.
But how can I, like, all right, people that are listening to Sexy Red, they gotta know that it's not the best music. They might like it. And they might like it for what it is.
Her pussy is pink and her booty hole
and everybody laughed at that, so they can't really necessarily be taking that shit
but they
serious.
love it though.
I did too.
I know. Y'all love
I
it.
didn't really,
we love
but
it.
I did, yeah.
And I love it that they love it. Like, listen,
Right.
I'm a
when you
bird
out and
sometimes.
about,
I love
you
women.
are gonna be able,
I
and
love
that's the
women.
part that you're not, like, I feel like it's just so inconsistent with you, because it's like you a nigga at the end of the day.
I know. And
But you know what I mean? Like,
Listen, and I get it. Listen. I love the strip club. I love women. Like,
But
and I
without-
love when that song comes on. I know what it does for y'all, and then
that's
I
not
see
a
what it does for
part-time
me.
life. That's not a
What you
part-time
mean?
lifestyle.
What you mean it's not a part-time?
The strippers,
Uh-huh.
the music, everything that comes, like, it's a part-time lifestyle for you to frequent a strip club.
Right.
In order for these things to even be fun for you, they have to exist. In order for them to exist, it has to be somebody's lifestyle. It doesn't work. You're not. If we take away all this shit that you want to take away in the black culture, let's keep it a band. Let's take away everything.
You got me thinking.
That we want to make the culture so much better.
You telling me I have to sacrifice the strip club?
Yes, because what are we gonna
hell
listen
no.
to in it? What are we listening to?
Fuck the black culture then.
No, for real though.
No,
what are we listening
These
to
are jokes.
there?
Huh?
What are we listening to there?
You
get off on a lot of sex working ass plays out here. Everybody does. Sex sells. Like, it's no. How you gonna turn it down? Show me how you regulate that.
Or I'm just saying maybe there just needs to be some kind of.
This not a perfect world, Imani.
It's not a perfect world.
Because a lot of things could get real simple. We can go right to the reparations. Boom, that would fix so much fucking problems right now. If
we brought this up to another topic.
Right, I'm just saying, like, there's just so much things that are easier said
than
done. You can't just turn the knob.
But they did though. This is my thing. They turned the knob up.
Oh, you can always go up.
But like I'm saying, like,
It's like
stop
salt.
turning it up.
That's like salt.
That's all I'm saying is stop turning it up. We can see the difference in how the music and the culture is today than what it was 10 years ago. It's my only thing. And what is the results of us idolizing this new wave of this kind of music? What is the results of our 3-year-olds and our 4-year-olds who now have iPads being able to look at Sexy Red as a 3-year-old? That's my thing.
I understand what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. Because
it's a catch-22. You don't get to say that we want all this expansion, we want the World Wide Web, and we want to do, like, it was such a great invention, and now all of a sudden we want to try to put it on a leash. Like, the whole greatness of it is the lack of control and boundary.
Right.
Because it allows you to expand and see and do things.
I'm
not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, everything that we love about it is what we hate about it.
So my thing are results. So what are the results of us continuing to idolize this type of music and this entertainment?
We already know. We
do?
are headed straight downhill.
But some people don't. But some people don't know. Some people just literally see it as just, I'm just having fun and entertainment. Why are they even talking about this? It's not a big deal. Like that,
those
that's
people
what
are already gone.
That's my problem.
Some of us are not, though.
And that is the majority, and that's why I'm concerned. So okay,
the concern we've been concerned about it. None of this stuff is new. When they was crying about it back in the day, it was up on us to fix it.
You know,
we didn't.
At this point, it's kind of like, damn.
You like to have a good time at a party too. You love to see the ass shake. The ass don't shake unless it's like, come on now.
I know. But listen, all right. I get it. I get it.
It's only up from here. But at the end of the day, no. Hold on. I'm talking like I don't have a child. I gotta stop talking to you like I don't have a child. Just parent your goddamn kids better. My son is 6 years old. He's not thinking about Sexy Red. He don't even like music like that. He likes music. He likes instruments. He likes things like that. But he does not like all this secular music.
Right. And you know what? That
he doesn't like it naturally.
You know what?
Never liked it.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very good point. It's the parenting. It's not so much the music. The world's gonna do what it's gonna do. We need to be accountability for our own kids and our own community.
Yes, we do.
And that's the answer.
And I'm telling you that from a parent's point of view. My son, for
those
of you who don't know, is amazing.
Yeah.
He's very childish in the best way.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about other cultures and stuff like that. Obviously,
you just don't expose them to it.
Exactly. Like they can still, like these kids, their kids have the same opportunity to see what our kids are seeing and stuff like that. But there's a difference. It's how you parent.
Minimal exposure. Your child will be exposed to things that you don't have any control of.
Right.
And as you were a kid, you probably saw things that you know that you wasn't supposed to see at the time, but because you were raised, you knew better.
Yeah, I only had a certain type of time to be able to get to my shit. But before my parents gonna hurry up and get to that BT Uncut. I was up early.
Like for real, like you knew what you was doing, but at the same time, like you had to go out of your way. You didn't have access to it 24/7. You only had access to it maybe for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like now they do have access to it, but again, it goes back to the parenting.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
My son is so busy. My son is so busy. He go to school. He come home. He chill for a little bit. He is watching TV and stuff like that. But then he, like today, he got ready for soccer.
Mm-hmm.
By the time he came home, it's almost time for bedtime. There is not enough time, and I can see that being his future for several more years.
Mm-hmm.
My child is busy.
Right. Keep them busy. Sports activities.
Yeah.
Being a good parent.
Yeah, if you don't train your mind, somebody else will train it for you. So I'm going out my way to make sure that I'm teaching my son what I want him to know.
And if you can control the zip code you live in, that's so big. That's like a really, what I'm really starting to learn too is like how zip codes are ran and stuff like that. What certain restaurants, grocery stores, schools and stuff like that, all depends on your zip code. Like people, we're gonna move on in a minute, but when people talk about, well, why can't I have a Whole Foods, or why can't I have a Trader Joe's, or why can't I have this in my community, or Starbucks or whatever? People don't realize, these companies, what they do is they look at the zip code and they look at how many, what's the median household income for the zip code. That's how they strategize. That's why whenever you go to certain places, there's always the same kind of restaurants in certain places. You always see a Chick-fil-A with a Chipotle or something like that.
Sometimes they're not working against us. They're knowing that if they put it in these certain communities, you're not going to shop from there and they're not going to thrive. And it would be pointless to put it in a community if you're not going to go. Right.
So we got to move. Okay.
That was fun.
That was good. All right.
I see you guys. Some of them, there aren't any reactions today. So for those of you who don't know, we are not a reaction podcast. So just want to throw that out there. If you guys are looking for reactions, we are here for the conversation. We are also here to bridge the gap between the Africans and the Americans from the diaspora.
Correct. Yes. So we sprinkle reactions throughout the podcast, but that is not the major ticket of the podcast.
We're here for the culture, guys.
Yeah. All right. Man. Speaking of the culture.
What's next?
We got Muhammad in the building. Young Lunya featuring the OG, Mr. Khaligraph Jones himself.
Was stupid.
Why remind me of whenever I hear that, I keep thinking about 6ix9ine. Stupid. You know? Hey, all right. Let's get into it, guys.
Okay, this building. Where did it?
What the hell is that?
I'm so hungry.
You said she's hungry?
Again. Yeah.
All right. We got Young Luna and Khaligraph Jones. This real video 3 weeks ago. That don't look right.
Go right to it. They ain't got no video for this yet.
Yeah. All right. I want to make sure that I don't want to miss the video for it, but it looks like it's just the lyric video for right now. All right, let's get to it. Shout out to Kenya in the building. What's good? I will be in the building shortly. Make sure you guys hit me up, man.
And if you guys want me to come, make sure you guys fly me out.
Yes, go ahead. Fly Jamila out. We need $1,500 to get Jamila to Kenya, man. You already know what to do, man. Cash App.
That was on her nails.
I already spent all the money on my birthday. I don't got no more money. Lo siento. All right. Let's get to it, man. Wish that I knew what he was saying here.
Me too.
There's like no English closed caption here, so we have no idea what he's saying, but the flow is crazy, though. Like, the flow, the vibe, I'm with it so far.
Khaligraph.
That boy good. That boy real good.
Okay, Young Lunya, your song was cool, vibe was there, yes, but Khaligraph definitely gave it that replay value. Like, he turned your song up 10 million notches. I loved it.
I ain't gonna lie. I let them both on here equally. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Lunya did his. Lunya did his thing.
Khaligraph got on there with that first stupid. It was a wrap for me. It was a wrap for me.
I ain't gonna hold you. Lunya definitely held his own on here. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you. Kept me engaged the whole time. Had me wanting to know what the words were. Like,
so bad.
I'm looking at it as like, can I decipher this? I'm trying to reach into my inner African. Like, somebody tell me what they're talking about right now.
I know that you was reading it. I said, I wonder if he's doing it as an accent in his head. I was wondering, and I was doing so good too. I said, I know he's struggling like a mug. I know you was.
This show made me want to learn Swahili so bad, man. Like, I definitely want to. But yeah, no, like, Khaligraph did come in and went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That one stand alone, like, it was one point. Hold on, let me see if I get to it. Where he got over here.
Yeah.
When he got here, I was like, yo, he has some shit to say. The font is so tiny right here. But this just shows how talented he is. How many words he can get off in a single breath. Just great breath control. Great lyrics, stuff like that. So
because he's gonna execute every time.
Yeah, it's Khaligraph, man.
Shout out Young Lunya.
Yeah, shout out both of them, man. Kenya, what up? Where Young Luna from? Is he from Kenya too? I know Colograph Jones does a lot of collaborations with local artists too. But yeah. Top shit. Top shit. Let's see. We did a lot of this already. I'll let you pick. We can do this. We can do the top topic. We're gonna say this for another week. So
okay.
Here
because we got on them today. We got them today with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the Africans in the Philippines.
Okay. All right, guys. We did say we was gonna get into this today.
And I've been wanting to see it.
Yeah.
Every time you go to the page, I'm just like, I want to click one of these videos.
Yeah. So there are African tribes in the Philippines, and I talked about this briefly earlier, where I looked at the Real Lead documentary and stuff like that. I just looked at the migration, and when you look at Southeast Asia, there's a lot of melanated people. You know what I mean? In this side of the world, stuff like that. They don't really get shown or highlighted much. You know what I mean? But from Vietnam vets, and they come back, they talk about like how much of those people actually look similar to us and stuff like that. When people travel to Indonesia and Cambodia and places like that, they're melanated. You know what I mean? So very curious to see what the African tribe looks like in the Philippines and how this could start. So we're gonna play this. From Travel and Truth. Let's get to it.
When the Davis.
If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Is that Disney World?
You better get
that don't look like Walt Disney. Hold up.
Whenever people
you can't tell me that don't look like Walt Disney.
You keep letting them put that blue sky on shit and you
that look like Orlando, Florida. You know we be stealing stuff. All right, here we go. Let's get to it.
Of Asia, and think of the Great Wall of China, Tokyo, Chinese food, sushi, Bruce Lee, Yokozuna.
Well, no, sushi is in Japan and Chinese food is Chinese food. But anyway, I get where they're going with this.
The list goes on. But what if I were to tell you that the first people to inhabit many parts of Asia some tens of thousands of years ago were actually a bunch of black people? And these brothers and sisters still live in many parts of Asia until this day.
That's right. I'm here in the Philippines, and I'm here with the Aita tribe. They're the first ones to migrate out of Africa and here in Asia. So when we say this pan-African love, we really mean it. Now give me 5 on the black hand side.
Get the fuck
Hey, oh no, he lit. He lit, man. I like this is dope.
That man said on the black hand side.
Yeah, for sure.
In a trip to the Philippines, I visited the Aitas, which is one of the many groups of Africans that migrated to many parts of Asia some 20,000 to 70,000 years ago. Now, Aitas are one of the Negrito tribes of the Philippines. They're called Negritos, which literally translates to little Negro or little black person.
Sorry if you don't mind if I told you Negro is a big one, a taller one than a Negrito. We call that Negrito.
I began my journey in Manila and drove a few hours to their village in Subic. I hired a taxi driver to take me there and to also be my cameraman. I had no way of getting in contact with these groups.
I was just thinking about this real quick. Like, I like the fact you can tell that he traveled a lot too, right? Because he's not offended. You know what I mean? Like some people, you know, as soon as you go out of a different country and they start calling you Negro or something like that, they get instantly offended.
It means black in every single language,
right?
Except for English, black.
Yeah, it's just like and she did a really good job saying, like, you know, I'm not trying to offend you. That's just how we speak, and you know what I mean. Like they're called little.
All the way in these islands, they know what them white people did to us.
Yeah.
That don't even make no sense. How
Yeah.
offensive that they know that is.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. This looks like some really dope content.
It is.
To people beforehand, so I had no idea if they would embrace me or not.
Look like my
They
uncle.
stay in a village at the beach side of Subic. It takes a bit of a hike just to get there. But when I arrived, they showed a brother so much love. They even let me stay in their village for one night. And staying at their village was like being at a family reunion with all the familiar characters.
Funny.
You got your aunties there. You got your grandma there. You got that one cousin that you click tight with. You got your little nephews in them there. You got that one relative that looks like a celebrity.
I'm gonna
from
say
the
that's Lionel
80s.
Richie. That's Lionel Richie.
Michael Jordan, Lionel Richie. Sing for me, just to be close.
Hey,
And let's not forget that funny but crazy uncle that still thinks he's a player.
It's very strong in body, but the whole body is very strong. But this is very strong.
Hey,
my wife, they eat this very strong.
Oh, that uncle trying to tell you how to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a fact. Like this is how you keep your girl happy. You know what I mean? You gotta
Like as if they was somebody would have told them sooner or something.
like, this is why me and whatchamacall didn't make it the last time. You know what I mean?
Over 25 different Negrito tribes with a population of over 15,000 people.
Culture is so strong.
The village I'm staying at has over 300 families in Subic with over 1,000 people.
They're so cute.
The community has structure and governance to it, with the chief as the leader, and then 7 elders that have checks and balances to that chief. So if there are any disagreements or beefs within the community, these guys immediately squash it. Now some of the Negritos are what you would call
how it
pure
should be.
Negritos,
I am pure-blooded Ita.
while some are mixed with half Negrito, half Filipino.
It's like me. I am a half, and then I have a husband who's a Filipino.
The diets consist of foods like wild boar, deer, yams, mushrooms.
Hold on, slow down, man. That joke look good. What was it? What that deer look like? That deer look real good.
Bananas, rice, dried fish, and of course, honey. While I was staying there, they were able to show me some of their traditional dances and tell me about some of their other traditions of their ancestors, like burying the dead within trees.
Before, they said they have to cut the bark of the tree, put the dead loved ones in the tree.
Ain't that what Pocahontas and them did in the Native Americans? See, I was trying to tell you that culture be.
I don't know. I don't remember Pocahontas that well.
Oh, okay. Remember the tree that was talking?
I do remember the tree that was talking, but I don't remember what the tree was talking about.
All right, just being silly. But that's very interesting though. Like I don't outside of like that. I never heard of people actually burying their loved ones inside of trees. That's a very unique way to do that.
So we use the trunk of the tree.
You carve it. Just like a boat.
Yeah, just like a boat.
Form it just like a boat.
Oh, wait. Yeah, so like they would put the person inside like this.
Yeah.
The one
Kinda like
interesting
a
part of this trip
sarcophagus.
is that I asked them about their past, and they did not really record much of their history, which means most of their history is forgotten past the mid-1900s when they were training the United States military on jungle survival during the Vietnam War.
Got consumed with that goddamn bullshit.
Mhm.
Got their own shit.
How they conveniently forgot their history and had to be relearn history from the United States military. Don't you find that? And dog, they rinse and repeat every single culture they came into. They came in, erase what you remember, and let me teach you something else. You know what I mean?
As I'm asking you to teach me something that I didn't know.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I guess this is hard work.
Why is it not? It's fire.
Different languages we have.
That's like no fucking
He's my cousin too.
You're handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. No.
Yeah. I'm not liar.
She's trying to find her
I want you
husband.
to know that I really think you look good as shit. I'm not a liar. Like I really need you to hit me.
Hey, yo.
This was a great
If this is
video.
your first time to the channel and you want to follow more of the journey throughout Africa and the diaspora,
They go to Olmec Heads. Yo, this is my guy right here. This is my first time ever seeing his channel. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna subscribe right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna like the video.
And then go follow him so we can.
Yeah, shout out to Traveling Truth. Are you still making videos? Because that video was 4 years ago.
For the videos at the top.
Oh yeah, let's see the latest. No, his last one was 2 years ago.
Oh no, we still need to do something.
Yeah, let me see. Let's look at his Instagram. Shout out to Traveling Truth, man. That is really, really dope. It's in 2021. Oh man. Let me know, like, I don't want to think, negative stuff, but like to just see him just stop posting for like, it's been 2 years that he posted on YouTube and Instagram. It just makes me just
click one of the pictures again.
Oh, that one was pinned too. Let me see the one that's not pinned. In 2021. Ethiopia. If you guys are familiar with Traveling Truth, let us know in the comments. Maybe he got a new page or something like that, but I don't see any new posts for like 2 years, and that's his YouTube and his Instagram. But yeah, great video, really great video. Shout out to him. I want to dig into some more stuff. We can do a part 2 of this, later on and stuff like that. But great video. I learned a lot from the Filipino culture, but like it's just so cool to see a completely different culture, but also see how similar they are to our culture. It's just like we can never get away from that, and that's kind of like what I was talking about when I went to Hawaii. And I met the Samoan people. Like I just felt that same kind of vibe, that family, cousin, uncle, auntie kind of vibe and energy. You know what I mean? Like wherever we go, it's like the same thing. You know what I mean? Like there's black people everywhere. You know what I mean? So we're all connected still. Dope video. Really enjoyed that. All right. Last record of the night.
I just look on this video looking big as shit like that.
Huh? Wait, what?
When you open it back, I was like, why did I look so big?
All right. Who's still in the building? You got a couple people still in the building. So I like what you did before. I think that like for the last video of the night, we should just get whoever still in here and keep the engagement. Make sure y'all like the video as well too. I've been always forgetting to say that. When you guys come into the live, make sure you hit the like button. That really, really helps out a lot as well too. Lets people know that we are streaming live and stuff like that. We got a couple of people still here in the live tonight. This is gonna be the last record of the night. The first person to put in the comment what song that we react to, we're getting to it. So if you're still in here, I know it's a little bit of a delay. If you're still in here, put in the comments what song you want us to react to. All right? You got 10 seconds. If you don't hear anything, we're going to just go off of the last record that I see on here.
I wouldn't mind listening to Black Cher.
All right.
Black Cher Phoenix. I'm sorry. I can't even see what it says.
Bit of me. I mess with this guy too. This guy's dope. I think you pronounce it bid to me. Bid to me?
I can't see anything on that screen.
Okay, let's see it though. All right, shout out to you. You know how this works. I don't know if you're new here or not, man. One reaction. I got you though. We got Adik Kunle Gold with Kelly B. McBee. If I pronounced it incorrectly, I am sorry. I am not doing it intentionally. I'm really trying to be respectful, but it'd be tough. What's poppin', man? What's going on? I see you in here, man. Where you from, man? Throw a flag in here. Let me know where you from. You've been active in the comments. I see you, man. You wanted to hear that Ruger. Oh, we did the tour. We listened to the tour last week. That video is going to be coming out soon as well too. So don't worry. That Ruger tour record is coming out. But we're going to get to this record right here that you just suggested we listen to.
I knew I was going to do that.
All right. To me, was funny, dog. All right, let's get to it, man.
Why are so many?
Why are so many of y'all not subscribed to the channel yet? That shit is crazy. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
And then go follow us on all our social media platforms.
Do that. E-Money Boss.
Top Hill Pod.
And
Jamila _Idris_
and send her a cash app.
$ her nails.
Or $ Top Hill Pod.
Thank you.
So we can go to Kenya together. Let's go. All right, let's get to the reaction.
Top.
Yep.
Rain or shine, money don't buy charisma. Me, I just get my vibe. I get my vibe, oh, for life. Gucci, no go sell this swagger. That thing don't come overnight. It don't come overnight, yeah. Emi ni fada, she jeje. Baba ni fada, show me. Emi don't dada, yeah. Baba ni fada, show me. Juice so nice. Whiskey on the side, word of advice. Slow your roll, boy. Kelebe mege, Ogogoro no be vodka. Kelebe mege, oh.
Instagram be nice. We gonna try y'all tonight.
They don't know who this is.
Yeah, they probably do. No, he's actually pretty nice.
It's time to talk the talk. I've been playing this shit safe for long. You were on anybody mode. You were on anybody mode. Come on, she be around. Maruwa, she be moto. Ikun, she be echo. I just want love to buy a mama. Kẹ̀kẹ́ ló ń sáré. Eré kìlò fẹ́ sá. Ó fẹ́ ju ti mọ́tò. Say I'm number one, but I'm in there. Ogogoro no be vodka. Kelebe mege, oh. Go to Kinche Gagada. Kelebe mege.
Top.
Juice so nice.
What's going on? Oh.
He just had to marinate a little bit, you know what I mean?
I see you liking everything. I want
Joe's the fucking vibe, man.
Ogogoro no be vodka. Kelebe mege, oh. Go to Kinche Gagada. Kelebe mege.
Top.
I ain't gonna lie.
I love that. That's my favorite song of the night.
Definitely the song of the night for sure. Shout out to Bitter Me for that top record of the night, man. What a way to close out the episode, man. Really greatly appreciate it.
From Nigeria.
Yeah, man. I already knew as soon as he put this artist, like I'm familiar with this artist's name. What other song he did? Cause I knew he had vocals and I knew he had that like real soulful Afrobeat vibe. You know what I mean? Trying to think what other record I know that he did, but he's popped up on my playlist before. You know what I mean? Where I just, you know, I be letting my YouTube just go. You know what I mean? The suggestions. So I'm a little bit familiar with him. But dope record,
Got
man.
one with Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh yeah, man. Ty Dolla $ign be working.
Said one woman.
That's all you need.
You just say anything.
Oh, you got one with Lucky Day? That joke probably crazy. Oh, you want to play it?
Play it.
Oh shit! All right. Surprise! We got.
I liked him.
All right, we're gonna get into another record, man. All right, let's get to it. This is Adekunle Gold featuring Lucky Day.
Sinner.
Oh man,
Watch it not cranking him to be mad.
This joke, it sound toxic already. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm.
Oh, look at the video. He got his head in her bosom. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Shout out everybody on the IG Live. What's good? My man Chris in the building. What's up, Chris? I see you, bruh. I'll tell you later. Let's get to it. I'm trying to think of the last time you see him at my housewarming. Tall guy. All right, anyway. Let's get to this reaction, man. All right, let's get to it. Did I get some sound?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Instagram, be nice.
Top.
Loving you be my greatest sin. Said I was done, but see I'm here. You don't make it easier to stay away from Yawa. Shiba, oh Shiba.
Oh, this is my shit. This is my shit. Hold up. This show's a vibe. Ugh, that damn Jameson, man.
Drunk on your potion, can feel my lips burning, losing composure, can feel my face drowning, seems so irrational, ready to risk it all. If I can't have you, nobody can. Tell me how can I get my mind off you? Oh Shiba, I cannot take my hands off you. Tell me how I cannot get my eyes off you. Oh. Shiba, oh Shiba, girl you make me sin. Shiba, oh Shiba, no make me pull the trigger. Never say never, no I can do whatever. But Shiba, oh be mine, don't wanna be so loser. No, you're set to rush, my baby slow down, come find your love. I'm hoping you see me, come serve it up, the man you stir it up. That body belong on TV. Ooh, this feeling I can't hide. You feeling up my mind, and I just don't know why. Shiba, oh Shiba, girl you make me sin. Shiba, oh Shiba, don't make me pull the trigger. Never say never, you know I can do whatever. Shiba, oh Shiba, don't wanna miss or lose out.
Top.
I enjoyed that.
Okay, string. That's that goes on a certain playlist, you know what I mean? That goes on.
What playlist is it on?
Oh,
Don't share that playlist.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Oh man,
Share that playlist. Drop the playlist.
You don't want that playlist.
Drop the playlist.
That's some grown folk music right there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to say something crazy. I just caught myself. All right, never mind.
Cause then your hoe ain't gonna feel special no more. I'm just joking.
Hey, yo.
Joking.
I
gotta stop referring to your women like that. I'm sorry.
I mean, wait, why you say about women like I got like a whole bunch of women? That's crazy.
No, because I'm generally speaking. I don't want to be like, I'm speaking to your woman. They're gonna be like, oh, who's the one? Yeah, and if I would have said woman, you would have been like, what? Who's the woman? Like,
anyway,
can't win for losing these days.
I don't share my playlist anyway. I'm stingy. You know what I mean? Like,
for real?
Yeah, not that playlist. Like, I don't want to be responsible. You know what I mean? Like,
drop the fucking playlist.
Logan ready for sibling?
What did I tell you about next night?
Yo! Oh my god! Yo, it is getting too late up in here, man. This is fucking hilarious, bro. Uh-oh, look at you. Look at your people in here.
What happened?
You see your people in there?
I'm not from the South Sudan. I'm from North Sudan.
Oh, Los Santos, my bad.
I mean, Sudan, none of the leagues. I mean, it did used to be one, but then it was two. You know, they're officially separate now.
When did that happen?
A couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know.
A
Like,
few years ago. It's probably several years. Logan is around that time.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even speak on the record. Record is fire.
Fire.
Dope.
Dope.
Top record. It's on my playlist already.
The one you gonna share?
No.
You really not gonna share it with me?
You really want to?
Yes.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I can't wait to hear it now.
That playlist is.
I got the playlist too.
Okay, and
I got a playlist.
I got a certain playlist. Like it's really for like a lot of artists you probably never heard of. It's like a sleeper play. I call it sleepers.
Okay.
So it's really dope. But yeah, man, that was a dope episode. I don't think we got anything else that we got to get into today. Huh? I think we covered a lot of bases.
I think we did good.
Yeah, great episode. Really enjoyed it. We are in October, y'all. Like September got up and left real quick. You know what I mean? The fall season is here. October's here. It's my birthday month. Libra gang was good.
First it's my birthday, then it's your birthday. You see how
Yeah.
it's October.
It's like a nice little vibe. You know what I mean? Like we get to celebrate Jamila, her birthday. You know what I mean? Then it comes right into mind, and then holiday season.
We didn't do something.
What you mean? Oh, you know what too?
You probably about to say what? Go ahead. What is it?
It was Top Hill's birthday too.
Was it?
Right in between our birthdays. I keep forgetting to say to mention that too. Yeah.
When is Top Hill's birthday?
It's like September. Like we created the channel late September, and the first video posted was like in I think it was October 11th, something like that. So like in between time, this is also Top Hill's birthday too.
Happy birthday, Top Hill.
Yeah, man. Hold on. What's going on, man?
Happy birthday, Top Hill. Say happy birthday.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, so Jamila's birthday passed, Top Hill's birthday, and then my birthday, and then yeah, man, this is lit. So I'm with it.
So what I was gonna say that we didn't say.
What did you say?
And we could have I can just keep right on it and act like it never happened.
What?
I think that's what we're gonna do.
What is that?
I'm gonna tell you at the end of the podcast unless you think about it before.
You want to
the end of the podcast.
You sure?
Just keep going.
No? Okay. All right. Okay. We'll see.
No, because you're gonna wish I did say something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would turn. We're gonna do that towards the end. All right. Oh.
It's not even that funny. It's just funny now because.
No. Oh wait. We gonna wait.
I was just gonna acknowledge it.
We can wait.
You wouldn't do that to me.
No, because you're here.
No, so all right, goodbye. Goodbye. You just missed it.
I might have missed it. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for pulling up to another episode of the Top Hill Podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. Top Hill Pod, aka E-Money Boss.
And I'm your girl Jamila with her own boss.
And we out, man. Yo, I'm coming to Kenya.
He's coming to Kenya.
And if you guys want to see Jamila in Kenya, you already know what to do, man. Fly my sister out, man.
Please.
Get it done. But yeah, man. Really appreciate you guys for pulling up, tuning into another episode. We are out. And we got to go with some OVO shit, man.
I don't know.
We didn't even talk about this one yet.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
The Dog album is coming out this week.
I feel like y'all don't need love. You need somebody who could micromanage you. You know what I'm saying? Tell you right from wrong. Who's smart from who's a fool. What utensil to use for which food. Like,
I swear to God.
Got a schedule to tend to though.
What the hell do y'all need?
You bitches really get carried away. Making mistakes, then you pay me to stay. Got me waiting on you like
I know Instagram definitely about to shut it down after this one. Instagram, bye. I already know y'all about to kick us out.
Okay.
Like American slave.
Not a victim podcast.
It's next time I swear on my grandmother's grave. take the latest I could
Get on you bitches.
Send wires on wires.
On wires like Idris. Shout out Baltimore. Drake been dropping a lot of Baltimore bars too recently. I've been peeping it. I'm kind of mad at Miss SZA's concert too. She was just in Baltimore.
I know, I seen that. I'm so hungry. I've been staying hungry.
I just went grocery shopping for real, so I know exactly what I did that fucked up. I fucked up my shit. I got all my food I need, all the good protein, you know what I mean?
Like you digging me out, and I ain't even coming, I'm in and out, and you ain't about the shit you rapping about, and I can spend the whole, I'm airing it out, I'm going on like a sort of. You turn these hoes, you ain't cuddling, but with me you know, doing all that shit. You telling these hoes, you ain't tricking off, but with me you know, I'm gonna get it all. How you niggas get so carried away, tripping when that dick is barely third place.
She is fucking crazy.